Hey, Archie Holt here. We almost pulled off getting that Sky Island up near Briar Glen. Oh yeah, the following video is from the Geomeric archives. Yeah, the video quality is poor. The production value is really bad, just like our efforts. But they asked for it. Now, now the story is here. Just like my corpse somewhere. Alright, so, as everyone gets in the groove for tonight, you guys have been adventuring out in Faerun, working on dispelling the Forgotten One's plans as he attempts to ruin stuff for pretty much everybody. In generic. Yeah. What started this off was the fact that the desert to the north was encroaching to the south. And you guys went up and investigated that, visited the monastery of the distressed body, and kind of foiled their plans by killing everybody in the monastery. Just a little bit of foiling there. Visited the White Seal tribe where you dealt with and killed the person who was manipulating the tribe, acting as the matriarch of the tribe, who was actually one of the lieutenants of the Forgotten One, Navarro. You guys were then tricked into reading a scroll that sent you back to visit the Queen of Cormyr and reporting in as a show of force that the Forgotten One is not to be taken lightly. Since then, you guys have worked towards getting powerful artifacts and friends in order to hopefully assault his headquarters when you can, and have acquired several, both friends and artifacts. Primarily started off in Suzail, where you guys got the Quizilla check. You guys also found a portal to the Underdark in Suzail, where you found the Threads of Fate. And thanks to a wild magic surge, did not have to find a creative way home. Which landed you guys back at the Laughing Lass Tavern and got you guys back to Cormyr. Since then, you've attempted to find the Monocle of Bagthalos, but it had been taken from the library, and you found out where it had been taken and are currently on the way there. You guys stopped in the towns of Prosker, Easting, Eriabor, and after spending quite some time in Eriabor, have made your way to the west and find yourselves currently in a combat where the ship has been grabbed by a large stone hand. And you guys are surrounded by lycanthropes, and it's not a good day. Hopefully that was a quick little synopsis of the situation as we come to Liam, who is currently surrounded by a wall of water that was creatively formed.
That's a success.
That is a success on the death saving throw. As Liam is unconscious, half in the water, half on the stone hand. Anita, what would you like to do?
That's his first roll, right?
Correct.
Which of these guys has the axe?
The one that has the axe is this one. They both have axes, but to be clear, we're talking about the axe.
Yeah. Thor would like to know your location.
And I'm assuming that none of these creatures would be considered persons.
Yes. They're all humanoid. These are all people.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Indeed.
I think they're people.
That's diseasist.
Does that wall of water prevent them from getting to Liam?
They could fight through it.
No, yeah, it's... Oh, right, I forgot about this. No, it doesn't right now, but I can make it. Ignac may have been teeing me up for something. I can make it harder to pass through. But right now, it's just difficult terrain. It just blocks their sight, and ranged attacks on Liam have disadvantage.
Range attacks on them also have disadvantage through it.
All right, so that, I am. So this is the one with the magical eyes.
Yes, the one that has a little potion icon on him. Yes, right here.
Okay, I am going to cast Hold Person on both of these by casting it at the third.
Ooh, okay. So their wisdom saving throws coming up. The one inside of the tangled rope of Knick-Knack, the Knick-Knack trap, is going to roll, and he gets a 9, so he is held personed. And the other one will roll a 17, which is exactly what he needed in order to save. So as he saves against the hold person, he looks through the wall of water and roars at you. As he brandishes this axe, then a tongue licks outside the edge of the axe and slithers back inside.
That seems bad.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I was trying to remember that Threads of Fate where I had 7. That was
Correct, that was a while back. You guys just used the Threads of Fate to get a Knick-Knack a new spell just before these guys attacked.
yeah. All right. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on our friend, Mr. Liam.
And Liam's going to recover 9 hit points.
Conscious again.
You are conscious. There is a wall of water surrounding you like Moana, but just on the other side of it, there are werebats and werewolves and werebears and everything. Of course, they're wearing clothes, which, that's just a dad joke.
Wear in clothes.
Yes.
Eric, you get inspiration for making a Moana reference.
Thank you for the Moana reference.
Never seen Moana, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a good one. Like, legitimately, I don't like all Disney movies, but Moana, gotta get a checkpoint right there for starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and doing so in a singing role. Yeah, doing so in a singing role. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pulled it off. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Famously, his daughter has seen the movie now, and when he sings along, she complains that he's ruining the song.
The last movie that I saw, the newest movie that I saw was Endgame.
Okay.
If that tells you, how long it's been since I've seen a new movie.
Why is Rilo not on the initiative list?
What was my initiative? It was like a 9 something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Very high.
you were pretty low.
Above Knick-Knack, I think.
Yeah. I know you were above Knick-Knack, but after me.
Sorry. For movement, if Nina tries to move away right now, is that going to get an opportunity attack, even though the wall of water is there?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, can he see? I guess he can see her.
Not only can these guys see her, but this guy is not blocked from the wall of water.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Alright, so...
Oh, he is held. He's held, so he can't get.
He's held.
Right. Yep. He's held and tangled in a Knick-Knack trap.
Yeah. So he's.
Not yet, but soon.
Well, I thought, not that it's a big deal, but I thought it was this guy trapped in the... I thought it was a wolf. I didn't think it was a bear. I thought it was a wolf that got trapped in the...
No, it was the bear.
Was the bear?
Yeah. Knick-Knack was very pleased with himself last week.
Yeah. Totally.
Rilo had a 15.1 for initiative.
15.1. All right.
Yeah,
So,
I just found that.
okay, so that's coming up soon. So, what would you like to do, Miss Anita Soul?
Oh, sorry, that was it. That was the end of my. I did my.
Okay.
My action. My.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, Mini Rilo!
Hey, y'all saying hi. Come away.
All right, Rilo, what do you want to do?
Let's see. Yeah, I think I need to. I'm gonna swap
Is that a
places.
Shiba Inu?
Do what?
I thought I saw a Shiba Inu just run in silence with his camera. I just scrolled.
Did you bring enough for the group?
One day.
We'll have to figure that out.
That'd be fun.
All right.
I'd be down.
So you swing it. Yeah, it's going to hit Knick-Knack really hard. Oh, wait, no. The werewolf. The werewolf, yes, is going to take 12 damage.
15 hit.
Yep. 15 will hit him as well. That's 8. Yep.
And let's see, that'll have a bleed effect. Con 12.
Okay. You watch as his skin closes up after the wound, as he's immune to bleeding.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, lycanthropy.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay.
I wanted to trade places with Liam, but I can't get there yet.
Yep. Silas.
Yeah, that's some shenanigans.
Really? The wild magic sorcerer is shenanigans.
Yeah. The
Never heard of that before.
text in the spell says that if a spell that deals cold damage passes through it, it'll turn that area into ice.
Let's see here. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep, I see it.
As the area it passes through to free solid at least 5 foot square.
Yep.
My question is, if I upcast a spell, will that possibly do a wider amount of cold? Like,
What spell are you looking to upcast?
so I have a couple of options. My thought is I will cast Chromatic Orb as an option,
Okay.
or as an action, and then put myself in a position for whatever doesn't get covered. The first time something attacks me through that open space, I will Winter's Rebuke that to
Okay.
freeze more of the ball.
Well, that's up to you. Where are you casting the chromatic orb? Because I can understand where you're coming from, and it could work.
Yeah. So my thought, he's held. So if I were to, and I like just hang out on the opportunity attack. If I were to move here
Mm-hmm.
and fire at like this guy in the back,
Yeah.
wouldn't that get pretty much the whole wall? Like, I mean, not the whole
Yeah.
wall, but
A lot of it. Yeah. Yeah. You probably miss this guy here, this square here, and then of course everything past over here.
Right. What if I actually? Yeah. What if I'm gonna go for?
You'd have to go for the werebat to get the most of them.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna blast. I'm gonna pivot, which I guess triggers an opportunity attack from a couple of the werebat.
Yep. And they're going to swing their scimitar. Oh, actually, they bite. 1 and 2. Does 17 hit you?
17 would. But I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
I'll
So the
summon someone on it.
shield goes up.
That feels gnarly.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to become another creature.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, another.
yeah, so I'm gonna fire at this guy here.
Okay.
Now, because I'm passing through that whole area, I feel like I'm not gonna I don't need to upcast it.
Right.
Right, because I'm passing it through everything.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do this area there. Makes sense?
Oh, actually, wouldn't that be the case if I did? I could do that with Ray of Frost.
Mhm.
Right? There's no reason. I couldn't. Okay, cool. That doesn't cost a spell slot. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Ray of Frost that guy.
Sure.
Oh, why did it take so long to appear?
Yep. So you're going to hit him for 10 cold damage, and you watch as a piece of his wing gets frosted over. He shakes it vigorously, trying to warm it up. It's like a really bad case of brain freeze, but in your arm.
This is called frostbite.
Yes.
I will stay. I mean, I guess I'll stay here. There's no real reason. Yeah, I don't think I can do much more with my movement. Unless, Ryla, did you hold anything, or are you just static?
I'm done.
Okay. Then I'm not going to let it either be the front line all on their own, so I'm going to stand right here.
All right.
My turn.
Cass.
I have a couple of dumb mechanical questions.
I do. Before we do that, I do need Silas to make a concentration check.
Oh god.
The greater invisibility.
I haven't taken damage.
Oh, right, because shield. I apologize.
Shielded it.
Disregard.
No good. No worries. All good.
Cass, go ahead.
Yeah. If can I see this guy despite the like fog cloud and like over the ice wall?
Technically, you can see just the barest silhouette of him. He's obscured, so you got some penalties to hit him. But yeah, you can see him.
Then I'm gonna get just a smidge closer, and then I'm gonna throw the lady in red at his general direction.
Okay.
This is a straight roll, right? Because it's disadvantage for heavily obscured, but advantage for invisible.
See, she's got it.
Yeah.
So fun. We're proud of you.
And a 26 is a straight roll, and you watch as the lady in red buries itself in his shoulder, and you just hear a squeal of pleasure from her as you're going to hit him for 24 damage.
Great. And then I'm gonna teleport to behind him.
He roars in pain as you pull the dagger back out. You take 1 point of damage.
Take 1 point of damage, and that is my turn.
Okay. Their turn. Okay. Bill the bear is currently held and unable to act. So, this werebat's going to fly to there, and this one's going to fly over the top to here. Yeah, these werebats are just going to hop right over the wall of water to here and here.
Oh yeah, they're flying. Never mind.
Yep. They fly. This one is going to hop over the wall of water to there. And these guys are there and there. Alright. This guy, he's just pissed at something behind him. So, the Goliath werebear turns and swings wildly with disadvantage. He knows where you are, but can't see you. So a 9 will not hit you.
I would like to use my reaction to counterattack.
Okay. Using what?
The knife. The Niren's knife.
Oh, Niren's knife. That's right. Yes, Niren's knife. All right, yep. And you will stab him right up through his jaw, and the point of Niren's knife comes out the top of his head. And it's difficult to hold onto the dagger as the weight of the bear falls at your feet.
Cat says you're unbearable.
I really knocked him dead. That awful fun.
Yeah, not the werebat's coming over to bite with advantage on the prone Liam. 1, 2, 3.
Unconscious.
The 18 hit you? Thought you.
Oh wait, no, none of those hit. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha. I didn't know how to work it.
I know this person over in DC. She's really good. She can teach you how to play.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yes, in one of my games, I'm playing as a game with a friend. I'm playing as a wizard with 9 AC. So bear with me.
Okay. Yeah.
You're coming to the mindset of having actually AC.
Yeah. So none of the 3 bites will hit you, and then their scimitars come down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and you'll take 6 damage.
Well, it's with advantage, right?
Correct, but it's 23 on both.
Right, but there's one that's 6 and a 24 to hit. Or the 22.
Yes, the 22 hits. You'll take 4 damage there.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. All right.
I would have had another 2 failed deaths.
Mm-hmm. The werebats are jumping around, very pleased with themselves. The werewolf here knows that he can't get through that, so he's just going to step around, step through here, and he's going to do something stupid. He's going to run to there, and he's going to bite at Silas. The 16 to hit you. You've got your shield still up. All right, the claw goes against you. That doesn't work, and so he will end up over on the edge of the ship. All right, then those already attacked. The one next to Anita, the werebat, is going to bite and slash at Anita. 9 to hit, doesn't hit, but the 21 should hit Anita.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anita, you're going to take 7 slashing damage from the scimitar. Knick-knack. This is so bad. The werebat's going to bite and slash at you.
What does Knick-Knack say, Damon?
He doesn't have any comments on the matter at this time.
Does a 14 hit Knick-knack?
So does the 11.
I need Knick-knack to make a Constitution saving throw. Gotta beat a 10.
You beat it.
Okay. Awesome. So Knick-knack does not contract lycanthropy, which would just be really bad.
Oh my God.
The werewolf next.
Just gargling, going like,
Yeah.
I'm so fucked up with all this stuff.
He does take the 11 damage, but yeah. That.
Oh, 11. Can you... I realize I don't have edit rights to his character sheet, so I can just write it on paper, but if we want it to land on his D&D account, I'll do it.
Okay. I will.
We can just do that at the end. I can also just send it to him at the end.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm trying
Yep.
to do that one.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and attack Rylof with a werewolf. Bite and claw. Rylo, you're going to get critically struck for 13 damage.
Yep.
And I need you to roll a Constitution save. They're going to beat a 12.
Oh. Okay.
You're fine?
Oh, good.
And I don't think I've attacked you with these 2 werebats, Silas. So,
Yeah. Arthur?
You've just attacked me with the wolves.
yeah, just with the wolf. Yep. So bite and slash. Bite and slash. All right.
Just the crit, not
Yep.
the others hit.
Yeah,
The first 3 don't hit.
right. But the crit is going to hit you for 15 damage, and that is a scimitar, so you do not have to make con save. Cass, there is a.
You guys have to make a con save.
It was a slash. But
Great invisibility.
yeah, con save. You're right. To hold the invisibility.
That's what I thought too, but I didn't realize he was saying about that. Got it.
Yep. All right, so that's fine.
No.
And lastly, the werewolf jumps on board and attacks the captain. No, everyone forgot about her. And werewolf sucks. All right, Mr. Ciccelli's turn. Mr. Ciccelli is absent in both mind, body, and Jaeger.
Kelly is going to. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, but I answered my own question. Okay, so I think he can't. Let me correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe Micmac had an unseen servant.
You did not.
He did not already have one. Fuck. Really gonna be cool at this moment. He's no longer he's still concentrated on the wall of water. Although even if he drops concentration, the ice stays up.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the water's not doing any good.
Okay, follow-up question. What happens if I polymorph an unconscious thing?
It's unconscious.
But is it
Oh, wait a minute.
still like suddenly a bunch of hit points away from dying?
Yeah, I would say that.
Even if it's asleep?
Yeah. So it's going to be in an unconscious state, but have a ton of hit points.
I mean,
Well, we were going to do that to you, and I think we did.
So yeah, the way I would rule that is you'd be unconscious, incapacitated, but not dying. If that makes sense.
either that
But you would
or-
still be in a dying state, though.
Why?
It's like your previous one was in the dying state. You have to have hit points in order to actually transfer the hit points over.
That's how polymorph does it, but I mean, either way, I do actually have a. I don't see how it's gonna work.
Let me find out. This sounds like something somebody's judged on before.
It's either. I mean, I could do the color spray, like the robe of scintillating colors, but I don't want to hit other people with it. I don't know how else to help. Here.
He hasn't failed any death saving throws yet. He's just unconscious, right?
Correct.
All right, I'll get the lead.
Yes,
Okay, do you have a potion on you, or should Nick that hand you right now?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
I still have potions on my person, so.
The ruling,
Get potions on
yeah,
me.
the ruling from Wizards of the Coast is you can polymorph someone who's at 0 hit points. They negate the dying state, but they are unconscious.
but they get the new.
Right.
Right. They stop dying.
That when Damon was in trouble.
Yeah, they stop dying, but you know.
Yeah, if Rylo's gonna go anyways, then I think this works. Then I'm not gonna stress over it. I'm going to. God, I'm trying to be conservative with the spell slots. How many does this affect? 6 creatures. I apologize. I hate deliberating. It's not my spell slot, so I always feel weird spending them. All right, we're gonna do a.
It's all right. You can do this. I trust you.
I think if I do a 15-foot cone here, that gets me this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy, right?
No,
Liam's unconscious. He can't.
you would either get this guy or this guy. You can't get both.
Okay. I can't get both. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, cones only affect one square next to you.
So but I can angle it more to the right and get this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's 20 feet. Sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
So I would only be able to get these 3.
Yeah, you're only gonna get 3 max.
Okay. I probably wasn't gonna roll more HP than that anyway. So I will. We'll do a color spray to try and make Rylo's job of getting to Liam easier.
Okay. So, Constitution saving throw.
Why is it not here?
Hit the pink button, please.
Yeah, it should have.
44 hit points worth. That's pretty good. Let's see here. The werebats are the lowest health ones, so this guy here, directly next to you, is stunned. And just checking health points. And because this guy has taken damage, he is stunned. Otherwise, you would have only gotten 1.
Okay. Hopefully that makes Rylo's job easier.
Okay?
For his.
Stun, they're blind.
Blind? Got it.
Yes, but still, makes Ryla's job easier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Alright, and I think I'm going to spend the bonus action. Actually, no, I'm going to keep that 5 for later. Alright, that's my next turn.
Mr. Morningstar, I need a death saving throw from you.
I suppose.
Okay, that's one failure. Anita.
Yes. All right. So Nita is going to cast Bing at the second level.
Ooh.
And target these 4 creatures.
Okay, so 3. 3 whereabouts.
Sorry. Yeah. In
1.
front of her,
Uh-huh.
and then the 3 around me.
Gotcha. Okay, so charisma saving throws there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They all failed.
Nice. And then as her bonus action, she's going to use one of the charges of the Ghost Step Tattoo.
Okay.
And then that... Yeah, there's no real place to go. She just doesn't want to get hit on the next round, so that's where she's going to stay.
Okay. Cool. And then we are to Rilo.
Yep, so Rilo is going to...
Okay. So the werewolf behind you gets an opportunity attack.
That's right.
As he bites down hard, he misses you.
And yes, I'm going to give Leo potion at a superior.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a superior potion.
Okay.
Find it in my list.
So cream in my inventory.
Here you go.
Superior potion of healing, you will regain 24 hit points.
Alrighty.
You wake up looking into the luscious blonde locks of Rilo.
And then
I think he just wakes up and is like, fucking pick one. Am I awake or am I asleep?
in bonus action, I'm going to second one.
Okay.
The 19.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Mr. Silas.
I'm going to... Yes, I haven't spent this yet today, but thank God. Alright, I'm going to Misty Step here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Yep.
Nice.
Blast all 4 of these guys.
With? And are you using your Tides of Chaos for this or not?
I am probably going to use sorcery points on it.
Okay.
I'm going to use
Okay.
sorcery points, I think, but I'm not gonna do chaos again.
Okay. Well, the first guy fails because he can't make dex saves right now. So he takes 30. And he gets a save. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's held. Never mind. The werewolf going to try to dodge the lightning bolt. And the werewolf dodged. So he's going to take 15. He's still up. And then
I'm sorry, can you increase the damage to 37?
Okay.
So it's 37 to the first guy, and half is now 18.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Alright. Cool. And then the werebat, he's going to get totally boned right now. It's a 17, so he's going to take the 37 lightning damage. That just kills him outright. Nothing's left of him. And then this guy here, his dexterity saving throw. He's also going to take the 37 damage. And he dies as the lightning bolt just electrifies him. And there's a puff of lycanthropic blood all over Knick-Knack. He's trying not to taste it. After all, such things are disgusting.
Yeah, so I will just actually. Oh, I don't know the cast is there. But yeah, I'm probably
Is
gonna
this what-
back up a little bit of my movement. Yeah, it's still health.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna back up a bit of my movement.
Okay. Cool. Cass. Unfortunately, that misses terribly.
Oh my god.
No, it doesn't. I'm using a lucky point.
Yeah, it does. Or let's see. That would be a 21 to hit. Yes. 22 to hit. Yes. Okay, yeah. Because you're lucky, the lady in red does hit, and so you're going to deal 30 damage to the werebear. And,
Because it's
It's actually an autocorrect.
yeah,
She's
you're right. So, yeah, so we got the crit, so that's 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 30 is 43. 43 plus 21 is 64. Did that right? Got it.
Yeah.
Sure.
As Cass is going to town, and the lady in red is having a field day right now.
I wonder what that's like.
Unfortunately, Cass's Nearest knife does nothing.
I got too excited.
Yeah. Alright, it is my turn. This werewolf is going to step to there. The werebats fly all around Anita because she is nasty. The werewolf moves over here. Okay, with Bane, these werebats are going to attack Liam because they want him to stay down.
Which one looks the most hurt?
The one right dab smack here. So, with advantage, but -4 on each attack. Bite and scimitar.
One of them is blinded as well. So
Yep.
he doesn't have-
Alright, so neither of those hit. The one that's blinded here, this is disadvantage, -4 on the attacks. Bite and scimitar.
And I'm going to sentinel attack that one.
Okay, yeah, he got a 12. And you hit him for 8.
Yep.
Okay. And then the last one here with -D4 on the attacks. Bite and scimitar. And
Jesus.
he gets -1d4 on the attack. So roll
It's still a
1d4.
crit. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Still,
Yep, so you're going to get hit for 14 damage. And you should roll a constitution saving throw. Oh, wait, you already have it. So never mind.
if only we're a disease and not a curse.
Actually, I apologize. Please roll your constitution saving throw.
Is it a disease?
It is a disease. You're immune to it. Grats.
Yeah. Then the other one was a.
It's a curse.
disease?
The other one's a curse. I mixed and matched my NPCs to make it nasty. Alright, so we then turn, and the end of the turn hits, And this guy gets to try to save against his held person. Not like it's going to happen. It does. Roar! He is no longer held in place. Cass, it's one of those oh shit moments. Mr. Cicelli, what would you like to do?
I think because you can see that Anita is incorporeal. I think that. I'm just not sure.
I forgot to swing with all of them. Yeah, all of these would have attacked. Yeah, this guy would have attacked Nick Nack. I apologize. I need to retcon to swing with the werewolf. Because I forgot to do that. So bite and claw Nick Nack. The 16 will hit Nick Nack for 8.
Nope.
And I need a con save from Nick Nack. Alright. So where would you like Nick Nack to go?
Here.
Boop. He runs through the wall of water, and he can only end up
Well, it's a
here.
misty step,
Oh, Misty Step. Okay.
because I didn't want to provoke opportunity attacks from everybody.
Sure.
So that's his bonus action. For his action, I'll try to think of something knick-knack-woo. Is this word? What time is it right now? It's middle of the night, right?
Right. Yep. Just before dawn.
Perfect. Bird squirrel.
All right. So the bird squirrel is going to appear. Okay. Yep. Where do you want it? Over there. Boom.
Yeah. Or I guess I apologize. Were you here?
Sure.
Cool. Does it roll its own initiative? I've never really paid
Nope.
attention.
It runs on his. And let me get you the bird squirrel stats.
Okay.
Alright, and Whisper Damon, or Silas. There you go.
Cool. So he is going to, let's see, we will fight, at this guy, at the guy that's, between, the guy that he's flanking.
Okay. So it's a normal roll. And that's an 18 to hit for 3. Because your monsters are set to whisper. So up the top left, change the D&D beyond, beyond
Sorry,
20.
that part I caught and then I'm changing. But I was just curious why he had this.
Because the wall of water? No?
That's only
It's
for
not
ranged
ranged though.
Okay. Even though it's ice between him and them?
Oh, it's ice now. He actually can't do it.
Right.
Unless I'm sorry, the bird squirrel is ice, so he has to like fly. Can he fly up and over? And
Sure.
Fight like on top of the guy.
Sure, we'll do that.
Be like right on top of him.
Yeah. So for 3.
For 3. Dope. That's his turn.
Okay. Cool. Mr. Morningstar, you were laying down. What would you like to do?
So, are my Eldritch Claws still out?
Let me find out.
It lasts a minute. I don't know if it's still a minute or not.
It is not.
It is not? Okay.
No.
And we're doing potions as a bonus action? Is that what I heard? Alright, awesome.
Well,
So he's gonna stand up.
You were the only one that. I mean, we can make that change.
Well, yeah, we haven't done it yet. Would you guys like to change to doing potions as bonus actions?
Well, Brett was the only one that voted no in the internal conversation. So that's the reason for
It's
the
more
surprise
like
line.
it's more like I don't really care either way.
Okay.
But I mean,
I'm cool with you guys doing it. Just realize that NPCs are going to start using potions more often
Why would they do that?
because it's more economical. It's action economy.
We're gonna use potions more often.
Yeah, action economy.
They don't want to spend their action on it just like we don't.
Yeah.
because if not, that's fine.
I mean,
Because I can just patient defense.
Up to you. We'll discuss it after this session. Let's go ahead and just continue with potions. Potions as an action for this session because we hadn't changed it before.
So he'll stand up and as his action, he'll uncork a potion of supreme healing.
Ooh.
And he's gonna chug it.
Okay. You'll recover 42 hit points.
It's a bad roll. But
That's
still good healing.
it's average.
That's not bad.
All right. So you recover 42 hit points. Would you like to stand up?
Okay, so as he was standing up.
Okay. Now you're really slender, aren't you?
Yeah, he's a pretty slender guy.
And right now you're underneath that thumb, right? So you can say you're in the shadows.
what are you doing right now? No, don't do it. You did this
So,
already. Don't do it. Again.
are you the real Slim Shady?
Everybody take 5
Damon, I think it's more like this. I think it's
No, actually, I put this off yesterday, and I think someone was listening yesterday or Saturday. I forget. I've done it like 3 times this weekend. It's been great.
but he's going to, like, as he stands up, he's going to grab his quarterstaff, put it behind him, go into a defensive position,
Okay,
and patient defense.
cool. Anita, what would you like to do?
Yes.
Guys, I'm above half my total hit points for the first time in about 6 turns.
Yeah. All right. So, this one here is dead, correct?
Yes, I just left him on there for the bear axe.
Yeah. No. I know we have to raid that body, but
What is this, WoW?
Yeah. Any MMO, Skyrim,
Yeah, true.
anything.
okay. So Anita's going to use her movement to get over to here because she's still incorporeal. Yeah. And she'll go over here where she can still see. And these are still Bane, right? How long does Bane last? I just got Bane, so.
Bane lasts a minute.
Okay, so they're still Bane for a little bit.
Yep. 4 guys swing at you and miss you.
But this one is now alive and unheld. So, as a bonus action, Anita's going to cast Dissonant Whispers,
Okay.
and then follow up with another hold person.
Okay.
Here we have.
Okay. And
You be negative, yeah. So,
what was the negative on the save? So, all right. So he needs to roll a 21 total. And he's held again.
nice. Okay. That will be Anita's turn.
Okay. Rilo.
I'm gonna swing this one first.
Okay. And you'll critically miss him. And you'll hit him for 7 damage, which cuts a wound into his wing, and he falls dead.
Okay, good deal. And then this one.
Okay. You'll hit him for 13 damage. He's still alive, but bleeding profusely.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Miss Silas.
Left off. Last swing is on this guy.
Yep.
We'll start with him.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast shatters the ice wall.
Probably does, yeah. Got it. Right. Well, we're here now. We're in it.
If I can target the ice wall. the
I've already flipped through it. So,
Yep. Yep.
For 15 damage?
Yep. 15 damage. Got it.
And then, son of a bitch, I'm going to spend a second level. Well, I'm going to spend a first level source spell slot, getting another sorcery point.
Okay.
That's my bonus action, and that's it for.
Okay. Cass, what would you like to do?
Cool. We're gonna do the stabby stab.
On the held guy.
Yes.
Have you no mercy?
No mercy.
Alright, so critical hit is going to be 11 plus 30 is 41. 41 plus 16 is 57 damage. So the werebear dies. We make such a wonderful team, darling. We should get out more.
Guess I'm gonna move. Do you not want me to move?
No, sorry. That was, yeah.
Okay.
There's a sneeze of something.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Alright,
Yep, you'll hit.
Damn.
And you're going to deal 6 damage to this guy.
that is my turn.
Alright. It is their turn. Well, the werebat does not like being subject to air superiority, so he's going to attack the bird squirrel with a bite and a scimitar.
How fucking dare?
Going to critically strike the bird squirrel as the scimitar reaches up and slashes bird squirrel for 12.
He's out. Bird squirrel has 10.
He looks very pleased with himself. This guy here, without advantage.
Chuckle. As Knick-Knack thirsts for violence.
Does a 17 won't hit you, Liam. So, these guys saw Anita run away. We're going to find out what their new target is. It's either going to be Rilo or Anita. So, 1d2. Alright, so they're going to swarm Rilo. So this guy flies to there, this guy flies to there, this guy moves to there, moves and moves.
Jesus.
So, Rilo, with advantage, these are going to be Bite and Scimitar. A 20 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to get hit for 14 damage. You need a Constitution saving throw. Got to be a 10. Okay, you're fine.
Oh, nice.
You've got a 10. You can't fail.
I was like, oh, yeah.
All right.
I saw the 7 come up and I was like, what?
These are normal swings from the next werebat. So 14 won't hit you. Normal swings from 2 werewolves. Claws and bite.
The 18 hits and the 20 hits.
Okay. And you're going to take 15 damage. You're going to need a Constitution save. Got to be a 12. You could fail this one, theoretically.
He has to roll a natural 1.
Yeah. All right, and then the next bite and claws are regular. So that's going to be another 10 piercing damage and another saving throw. And then this guy's going to attack with advantage. So with advantage, bite and claw. Another 10 damage. And another con save. Hmm?
Well, I guess both straight rolls hit him. So.
No, this bat and this guy. This one.
Rilo is obscured by the fog, isn't he?
That prevents.
Not at 5 feet, right?
No, not 5 feet. For ranged attacks.
Because you're on the ground. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, that's. Yeah, I can take it.
Whose fog cloud is it anyway? Isn't it Knickknacks?
It is.
So how's he?
It doesn't require concentration. Pyrotechnics.
Gotcha.
He cast pyrotechnics on a torch and left the torch on the ground.
That's right.
And
Water
it
goes
lasts for a
though.
minute. It lasts for a minute or
Yep.
until somebody blows it out. What was your question?
Wall of water is concentration.
Yep. All right, Mr. Cicelli,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
He took a concentration check for wall of water.
For sure.
What does Mr. Cicelli want to do? What a question. Mr.
Be
Cicelli
chaotic.
wants to... It's just them up there. Oh, how's the captain doing down here?
She's fine. She's just holding this werewolf off. She's going to end up killing him. We'll mark him dead.
Yeah, I don't know an easy way for him to contribute right now in battle without needlessly spending slots on a fight that's going to resolve itself. So I'm going to say he casts Mage Hand. Well, yeah, that can be done after. So for right now, he casts Mage Hand and secures this axe, making nobody outside, like, off of it.
Okay. The mage hand reaches out to grab the axe and tries to drag it away. Unable to do so.
Oh, does it weigh more than
5
10
pounds. 5 pounds.
10 pounds.
No, 5 pounds.
I mean, if the axe is more than 10 pounds,
Oh, 10 pounds. Never mind. You know, it's 10 pounds. 10 pounds should be plenty to... Let me find out. How much does a great axe weigh?
I think a great axe weighs 7. If I'm not mistaken.
We'll find out real
So
quick.
that might be a great sword.
Weight 7 pounds. Okay. We're good.
so he's just gonna drag the axe, like over here, out of reach, just out of reach. Just grab it.
Sure.
Make sure it's out of reach of the axe.
Okay.
And we'll say that's his turn.
Cool. Silas, as you look, the axe slides across the ground to you, where a tongue licks out at your feet from the axe. Liam, what would you like to do?
So which one out of these two chuckle fucks are close to death?
They're both pretty much close.
And they're both banged.
Yep. They're both going to have a bad day.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at this one first.
Okay.
And I still have my Eldritch Claw action,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I probably have, like 2 more turns with that?
Yeah.
Maybe 3?
2.
Okay.
2's what I have listed.
You know what, here's... Oh, can't do that. Otherwise, that'll be bad. Yeah, let me just swing at him.
Okay. And you wallop him for 10 damage. And that kills him.
Plus an additional 4. Well, yeah, I guess if he's dead, then the extra force damage doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. It makes his head explode out the back end.
Well, now he's super dead. And then I will turn to this one.
Okay.
And hit him with the quarterstaff.
Okay. And you'll hit him for 8 damage. And he dies. His head explodes as well.
Move down here,
Mhm.
and bonus action flurry of blows
Okay.
against that guy. With advantage this time.
Okay.
Terrible.
You'll hit for 9.
With an additional 1 point of force.
Awesome. As you scratch at him.
Listen,
Your Eldritch Claws scratch again. For 14 this time. That kills him. As you do your best tiger-style impression. Arr!
oh yeah. Now I'll move here to cancel out any advantage that they would have from that side.
Okay.
That's it.
Miss Anita Soul, what would you like to do?
So Anita's going to, let's see, the best way to do this. So is the smoke is still here?
Yes.
So Anita's going to use her movement to get to here, where they can all see her. Maybe probably like stand up on. I mean, I can't get my token to stay there, but the ledge, not all the way on the.
Sure.
Where she can be seen, and she's going to use thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And in a booming voice, she's going to say, "Stop! You're going to lose your lives. Just stop fighting. You should band with us and help us."
So you're telling rabid werewolves and werebats who have tasted blood to stop. Okay.
Who know that they're outnumbered?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Let's roll a persuasion check.
We've killed all of their friends. They have no friends.
Yeah, we killed all of their friends.
Well, all right. So you're gonna add to that?
I picked this up just in case. I'm bending luck. I'm gonna increase that to a 26.
Okay.
I'm hoping that putting it past the 25 threshold will do something. But if anybody else has stuff they want to do, I mean, we can blue shard at the Blue Palace, but that's just 1 point at a time. That's kind of expensive to take it from 26 any higher. So I'm making it 26. If anybody else can do anything else.
I mean, we're almost there. As a bonus action, Ada will use her shard of the Blue Palace to increase it by 1.
Okay. All right. Now, because you're in combat, this is naturally minus 20 on the check. So they have to beat a 7. So the 3 werewolves. 1, 2, 3.
No.
And the werebat. Hey, I don't make the rules. I just play my own. And we will go with peer pressure, and they will all stop what they're doing.
Interesting.
That is pretty crazy. Not gonna lie.
You have 20. You have plus 20 on the roll and you missed it.
Yeah.
So that's bad.
All right. So they stop being aggressive for at least a moment, and they pay attention to Anita.
Right.
What's
Yeah,
the plan?
So
You asked me.
yeah, so I mean, as my turn spent, like, can I still talk to Rilo and tell him what?
Free action, sure. Yeah.
So, through the sending stone or whatever, I'm just going to tell Rilo that it's like, hey, these guys have been commanded by my sister and a lich. Like, they're not the bad guys. They're just henchmen. We need to get their help to point us in the right direction of what the fuck is going on and how we got trapped on.
To be fair, the sword wound the multiple sword wounds in my guts otherwise.
So
Well,
I think I'm good with that. They probably just got paid off.
yeah.
Chances are they probably just got paid.
Yeah, at the very least, we can get some answers.
Well, let's see if we can find out.
Even
what
if
they know.
we have plans for them after that, we can get some answers first.
All
I
right,
mean,
so let's.
I grapple. Like, I'm not saying grappling is not a good idea, but
No, I'll leave them. I'll leave them be, and we'll just find out what they know and if they can help us, or just leave. Either one. I'm happy.
yeah, just leaving is okay too.
Okay. Rilo, what do you want to do?
It's Rilo at this point, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Rilo's not going to do anything.
Okay.
I mean, Anita's going to have to do her charisma thing, or Silas won. I'll let them decide, how the conversation goes.
Silas, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give this a shot. So I can cumulative 20% chance. Fuck, I really don't want to do this again. How long has the smoke been here?
The smoke's been here for
Only like 4 or 5.
5 rounds, yeah. It says 5.
I really would like it to be gone so that we can just have a conversation.
You want to go over there and blow it out?
Yeah. I'm not going to do a gust of wind, though, because I already spent it today, and if I do it again, the fan has a 20% chance of tearing into tatters. I
Okay.
don't really think it's worth it for the sake of this, just a conversation. Though I'd really like to. What if I... No, I don't think that really works. Alright, then we're gonna have to do this in a flashier way, I guess. I will, as I pass Knick-Knack, I will ask Knick-Knack to just drop concentration on the wall of water, which you can do at any time.
Oh, fine.
Perfect impression.
From here...
That was a perfectly good spell slot, you know.
It did its job,
Yeah, but I could have watched the ship with it. I could have washed away some of these rocks. I could have eroded them away, and now I used up that spell slot. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna I'm gonna try and get
Somehow more infuriating than the actual voice.
so I'll just try and follow Anita's lead. Silas is going to just like calmly
How do you get there? Misty Step?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's calmly stepping off of the boat, just like walking off the ledge, and like for flavor, because who cares? I get
Mhm.
yeah, and it looks like he like takes a step, and like you see the first step, and it looks like he stepped on air, and he just like levelly, and he Misty steps across and appears here. I know that they're like barely in the cloud, or no, they're on the ground, so they can see me easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're on the ground. Okay, beautiful. So, yeah, and he will just try and follow Anita's lead, what Anita was saying, and be like, he will pull out the bead of fireball that's on his necklace and just hold it up and be like, I was hoping, I think some of us were hoping we could have a conversation, and then you could be on your way safely.
Okay. Cass.
I go find the torch that's creating the smoke cloud.
Yep.
Put out the. Okay, great.
Sure.
I give a thumbs up at Silas and Anita, and then remember I'm still invisible, so they definitely don't see it.
We just see like the cloud parting, and then all of a sudden the thing go out, and we're like, oh, it's ants.
Yep. They are going to stand there looking at Anita. So, like, gonna pay us or something, or just gonna let us go?
So are we? I mean, could Anita just interact with them?
Sure.
Okay. So,
I'll ask you, did anyone else want to attack them?
No.
Okay.
As tempted as Liam is, he will.
Okay.
Anita's just gonna say, look, you're about to die. I mean, all of your friends are gone. What we need now is information. Our boat is held. You guys, I don't know if someone hired you or what's going on, but I can tell you that it's my sister that's controlling the situation. Her and the lich that she follows. So,
We don't know about any lich.
you didn't see him, but trust me, he's the one that's controlling the bitch that was controlling this situation. The sick. It's the lich, the bitch, and this bitch.
Oh my god. If you do not give information, I will this set.
You gain inspiration for referencing the
Call
sitch.
that.
Yeah.
You can call that bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Wow, the sitch.
So, yeah. So that this is your chance. Like the folks that are surrounding you, some of them you can't even see, are ready to take you apart. What's standing between that and you being able to walk away from here is me. So all I'm looking for is some information. Who sent you here, and who is controlling this magic? How do we get the fuck out of here?
The werebat of the three of them is going to land next to Rilo and hold up his wings in a gesture of trying to make peace. It's kind of weird because it looks like that. He looks up at you. Hey, look, man. Ma'am, sorry. Dulmont, he came through and he hired us. He said that some lady was paying him a lot of money. And Dulmont's been good people at the tavern, so we figured we'd just hop along. I mean, 30 gold a pop. It's pretty good cash for us out here in the swamps.
I mean,
Were there friends of yours that didn't take this deal? That hung back?
Oh, yeah, there's a few people back at the tavern, yeah. But, yeah, Bruce came through and grabbed your anchor and dragged you guys down the river and everything, brought you down here. And the fog is clearing as dawn is rising, and you look around and you realize you're nowhere near the middle of a wide river. This little river is only a couple 100 feet wide.
so we got drugged through the. So once we grew
Like a tributary, like an estuary.
Mm-hmm. You guys remember watching the anchor being pulled along, but instead of it being static in the water, it was actually moving, and the ship was moving with it. As someone they call Bruce, and you guys may find out eventually why that's funny, pulled the ship along on the bottom and dragged the ship into the river, where Dumont set up the glyphs of warding in order to have this happen. Yeah, Dumont was really cool about this. He'd been here for a week trying to set this up. He said you guys were over in Erebor doing some big bad thing. But the chick that hired Dumont came through, it would have been yesterday, said that they didn't need to worry about one of you because one of you was dead. So it was going to be a cakewalk.
It sucks, though.
So can Bruce pull us back out of this?
You'd have to ask him. He'd been going.
Alive.
Yeah, Bruce is alive. Oh yeah, Bruce is absolutely alive. You can't beat Bruce. No. Bruce is the big one.
You laugh, but literally everybody else is here. Sure, whatever, man.
We're alive. Oh wait.
I'd like to ask Bruce. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal with Bruce.
Bruce lives down. If you go down the way here, third left, past the tavern, third left, you'll find his hut there.
That sounds great. Why don't you go fucking get him and bring him here?
I'll go, but what do you want me to tell him? That the people he drugged from the river came here and want to talk to him after killing all of us friends?
Yeah.
We want to be
Come on, Tucker.
I think it might be better if we go.
we go talk to Bruce.
let's all go together. Why don't you take us to go see Bruce?
I'll take you outside his hut, sure. And he's going to lead you guys away from the ship.
Answer any questions he has, just in case. Sure.
Do we want to go now or?
What a question, because it's the end of the day for us. We were about to go to bed for a long rest.
Yeah.
I also, BT Dubs have 2 whole spell slots left, neither of which is higher than level 2. I mean, I get them back on short rests, but...
Yeah, I have no spell slots left.
Rilo has no spell slots left.
You know, hey, yeah, no slots left. Have spell slots originally, Rilo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unlike everybody else, I just need a short rest. Short rest, and
Liam does great.
I'm a monk, hello?
I'm straight.
Anita and none of the casters get. I'm the only caster that gets anything back from short rest. It's not a lot.
Nick does too. He gets arcane
Once a
recovery.
day, but I think we already. Oh no, we haven't yesterday. So he could get one. He could get it back. He could get a little bit back.
Mhm. I'm fine. I can be very creative.
Yeah, he's not low. He doesn't overextend himself.
Anita's down if you guys want to go. I mean, I definitely a short rest to get back my part of inspiration. But are we? Have we moved into a new day? Are we in a new day?
Almost.
He's a non-pro.
Yeah, got like an hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Don's in the process of breaking, so.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
take
we'll just
a
take a short
short rest, and then we'll do the any items they recharge that recharges gone, I guess.
I get my I get a ghost step tattoo again. So
And then I guess we'll go let Bruce punch us in the face for a while.
You guys cool if Larry Moe and Curly leave?
Hell no, they're staying here.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, they're my 3 stooges, so I mean.
Got it. Love it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
you
funny
get
because
that?
as I was answering, I was like, I only heard 2 of those names, but the 2 that I heard.
I'm certain that one of them dropped after a few seasons. And,
So you know what this
the other
guy's
guy
name
came
is,
along.
right? You know what this guy's name is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chimp.
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's got to.
His name is
Over the
Shemp.
course of this short rest, they're gonna watch as I essence extract. Oh, the Rakshasa is gone. Fuck it, I'm gonna essence
Mhm.
extract the other, the bear, like the werebears stuff.
Okay.
Anita's going to play a song of rest for those of us who are likely to participate.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Kill
one.
the werecroc, or did we not? Did they escape? Sorry.
One of the Werecrocs is still here.
Okay, so I'm gonna essence extract 1 from him as well.
Why didn't you do the Rakshasa?
Because he disappears when he dies.
So his body just like melts or disintegrates or whatever when he dies, and his spirit returns to life.
What did it? Yeah. Oh yeah, because he's a devil.
Fiend, yep.
Fiend. Yeah. Same difference.
Don't let them hear you say that.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
I
we
got
can kiss
that,
my ass.
I don't know if Knick-Knack, we have to take a short rest, but like, I've got the Rakshasas, which magically trapped. Knick-Knack wants to like do
Yeah,
anything with
Knick-Knack.
them.
Because these don't cost a spell slot, so you can just ritual cast it and then find for us, I
Oh,
assume.
great.
Mhm.
And yeah, what they picked up from the Rakshasa, as well as the axe that he's holding.
Okay. Sure. So, identifying the Rakshasa's pouch. I need an Arcana check from him. Because it's actually magically locked against detection.
Ooh, okay.
Which means it's probably going to explode.
Okay. Unfortunately, Knick-Knack's not able to identify it.
And
He knows it's trapped, and he knows not to open it.
Chase would have absolutely done this. He does this 100%
Uh-huh.
on Arcana checks. He just forgot he has it, but can he cast guidance?
Sure.
Bardic
Yeah.
there.
It's close. Not making it. No,
I'll use the shard of the blue palace.
you're not making the 30. No. Yeah. You guys would have to roll really high to get into that pouch.
All right, hang on. We can do that.
What
then.
if I
You just hope. Do we have
Bardic
to do it now?
help with that? Bardic inspiration.
Well, we don't have to do it now, but like if we're going into this like at half fuel, it might be useful to what we find here might be useful. We don't have to. We don't want to. But I feel like between Bardic Inspiration, Liam, if you can help Knack,
Yeah, I can
Christ,
assist.
I can bad luck if I absolutely fucking have to, and Knack will guide himself. I feel like we can get there.
I can assist you. Give us advantage.
But we don't have to right now if we don't want to. I totally get that it is some cost to get in there, and it's not even guaranteed. I just,
He's got a
if
plus
two of us are
9.
going in,
Well, the Bardic Inspiration would have to be beforehand, so that's already out. Bed Luck you already used.
I assume we'd re-roll it. Yeah. And I didn't use bad luck. He used guidance, but
Okay.
I assumed it would have to be a re-attempt.
Yeah, it'd have to be a new attempt. And if you guys want to take the time to do it, it's another 10 minutes.
We gotta do a 21. We gotta do a 21.
Which is doable.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you. We can totally wait until we're like about to lie down for a long rest or something if you prefer.
Normally, when something is as trapped, it's one of two things: fucking useless to us, or incredible. No between.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think it's a bomb. I don't know. But it's
Anita, what do you guys think?
I mean, I took it off the dead body. That was my job. I did my job.
yeah, 10 minutes. I mean, we can try to get in 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Hey, this can all be part of our short rest, right? Like this is
Yeah, it's
Sure.
that's a hard check. I mean, we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to hit something like a 16 on the die roll or better, maybe a 17.
With advantage, that's slightly above average.
All right, I'm down.
So
Anita,
Liam
you're
will
down. Anita, you're down.
Yeah.
Alright, Bardic Inspiration as well. Great.
Yep. I
Yeah.
still have Bardic inspiration, so I'm using one of my remaining from before the short rest. Just to be clear.
Great. Liam's helping.
Oh,
and
nice.
Nick is gonna guide himself. He's got Bardic Inspiration.
It is so nice to see the key points at full again. It was at like 3 and now it's back to 10. And it's just so nice.
Okay.
That's just the straight roll.
Yeah.
So we actually already did it because guidance is this.
Yep.
Guidance gets us to 31. We don't even need to spend the Bardic. But let's do the Bardic. Eric, tell us everything we need to know. Hang on. Let's
Sure.
do the Bardic. Why not? Bounce the Bardic back. So we went from 31 to 39.
I didn't think we were gonna hit it. I didn't.
Yeah. Because we're just about to hit dawn, I will use my shard of the blue palace to help.
Okay. 40. Okay. Alright.
Charlie fucking show.
Well, I know exactly what this is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why does he sound like he has a cold and he's like drinking a bunch of alcohol?
I haven't drank any alcohol. You kidding? That's bad for my constitution. Mm-hmm. But, no, I know exactly what this is. Oh, but this lock, we can get rid of that. Here you go, Cass, catch. And he throws you the lock off of the pouch. Oh, it's not going to be harmful anymore. No, that was just a disintegration. That's all that was. Yeah, if we had failed by another 3 on the check, we would have all been disintegrated. That would have been bad.
I told you, didn't I?
I did. I just did the math.
No. So, they say, Shemp over there, he said that this Rakshasa guy was named Dulmat, right? Well, this is Dulmat's pouch. Here you go.
what's in it.
Oh, I haven't looked.
Is it like a bag of holding?
And he looks inside the pouch.
It's like a bag of holding.
It's a little pouch. Look, we're not talking big pouch. We're talking like little tiny, not even a clutch. We're talking little tiny pouch. He opens it up. Huh. Well, he sticks his arm in. It goes a little deeper than normal, than you would expect. Huh. That's weird. Ow! And he turns it upside down. What the hell? Well,
Why do you feel like Bobby Singer?
here you go. Here you go. That's Dulmot's pouch. And all I can see from it is just a little glimpse of sunlight when I look inside. That's all. I put my arm in there to feel around. Feels all fabricy and everything. And then it felt like someone slapped me. So, who would like to add Dulmot's pouch to their character sheet?
It seems like a type of thing we can't put in a bag of holding.
That's very accurate.
I don't want it. I think that's a problem.
It does not require attunement.
Oh, I know. It's a problem, though.
So Rilo's gonna reach in and pull out 10 gold pieces.
You reach into Dulmot's pouch.
Yep.
You reach into his pouch. Nothing comes out.
I have an idea. Maybe I reach in for something.
Sure. Reach in. You feel the fabric sides. As your hand goes in, you can feel the insides of the pouch. And the pouch seems to be almost double the size and depth of the actual pouch. As your hand only goes up to about that deep. And you can feel the other side.
Silas hands me the pouch, and at first hands it to him completely regular, but once he's like reached in, immediately gets in a suggestive posture. But go ahead. What is he posture?
What suggestive posture?
And then pull out the drift globe and whisper the command just to have the light spell.
Okay.
And stick it in there with his hand and like try to like look in as he's sticking his hand in with the light spell.
Okay. As you do so, you see the backside of the embroidered pouch. You know how you would normally see all the tangle of threads and floss on the backside of an embroidery. You see through there, and you look around, and for just a moment, you can see the other side of the pouch, the back end of the pouch, and you see a glimpse of sunlight. And then I need you to do a sleight of hand check, please. Okay, interesting. Let's see here. You rolled a 23. I have to do this. I did not expect you to actually put something in there. All right.
I figured something that would let us see. See what's
That's a
in
good
there.
idea.
And so you're able to withdraw your hand with the light, with the light globe.
Eric, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Eric, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Is there any way I could possibly have the insight?
As you saw fingernails,
Fucking
you saw.
Recognize the hand.
You guys will at least. Silas will recognize them. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll your perceptions. Yeah.
My passive perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
So does mine.
So yeah, you guys will recognize the hand.
While the hand is there, with my quick monk thing, and like I'll even burn a keep with it. I don't care. Can I try to like grab her finger and bend her finger back?
Pull her.
Well, the thing is, the light globe fills this pouch. So you stuck the globe in the pouch, and you're looking in there, and a hand tried to grab the globe, and there's no time for you to grab anything. The other end of the pouch closes, and you cannot see out the bottom of the pouch.
Okay. It closes itself. We can't open it up again.
Correct.
So here's
Hey, Anita, it's your lovely sister. We'll toss it to Anita.
No, Zigzag grabs it out of the air. And hang on, Zigzag can have a cool moment even when he's not here. He deserves it. Zigzag grabs it out of the air and begins to cast the scrying ritual.
No, wait.
All right. Go ahead, Ren.
Okay, so you're saying Charity's on the other side of this thing? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what Liam and I are saying. We saw the hand. We
There's sunlight on the other side of the
There was. There's not anymore.
So if she knows we're on to us, yeah, I would cast Enlarge Reduce on the path.
But it's closed. We can't get it open until...
We can't get it open right now, but we do know that she's touched it and that she's held it and probably gave it.
I would like to open it. I'd like to try to open it.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll toss the trailer.
Just a strength check.
Okay. Your side of the pouch opens perfectly fine.
But hers does not.
Hers does not. All you feel is the bottom of the pouch.
But it's got to be useful as an object for scrying, right? It's got to be
Oh,
where she gave it to this guy.
You know that she has owned it at some point in the past.
Touched it.
Yeah.
And it has a paired item. Like, all of those things will help us use this to scry.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thoughts. I love to look at the webcams and just be like, they're processing.
For someone who tried to take over the distressed body,
She had a sucky sleight of hand, yeah.
Really shitty sleight of hand. I mean, Liam doesn't have the best either, but I mean, it's still above average.
Well, the trick is she was not prepared for you guys to have this. She was expecting Delmont to have it.
Hey, look, so if we cast Enlarge Reduce on the bag,
Mm-hmm.
enlarge it.
So it'll be 8 inches wide.
Okay.
Because it's a tiny thing.
Yeah, we're talking a little tiny...
I have to take care of my dog. I'm just jumping back to mention that, like, I don't know, Liam probably...
Yeah, I guess.
Go take care of the dog. Dog wants to go out. Dog is ready to dump.
Sorry, I had an idea. Go ahead.
Yeah. 8 inches isn't enough to do anything.
Well, hey, hold on.
Phrasing?
Yeah, crazy.
Just say it, Rilo.
PG-13, come on.
Yeah, PG-13.
We're all adults here, come on.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah, nothing. I don't think we can use it for much other than scrying, probably. If it was a bigger bag, we might be able to do something. We could put something dangerous in the bag, and then when she opens the bag, because she may still open her side.
But do you think she?
I don't know.
She recognized my attire. I don't think she'll...
She didn't see anything. She didn't see anything. She felt not furry fingers.
Yeah.
And saw it rip
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, as far as she knows, the Rakshasa isn't touching. And I would imagine that if she didn't feel that, she would probably scry on Anita. That would be my guess.
So roll an insight check.
We were. Sure.
You're 100% right. She was expecting the Rakshasa to deliver a token of you guys' defeat and didn't get it. So roll a wisdom saving throw right now.
Anita? Or me?
You.
Oh.
All right. With a 16, Liam, you see directly over your right shoulder a small orb of displaced energy. And it's not next to Anita, it's next to you.
Hey, bitch.
It will wink out.
And so, how did
He really sucks at this assassination business. Like, I mean, come on. You practically owned a whole, like, institution for such things.
Which is interesting because now, would you like, based off of your previous insight check, she knew you personally for a couple of years. She has possessions that you had. You are the one that she's been scrying on, not Anita.
Oh, I thought it was Knick-Knack.
Kind of that makes sense.
Yeah, she had a minion, and no longer a minion, but still has stuff that belonged to him. It's probably like a pillow, but you know, something that Liam had at one point.
An old robe.
Yeah, things like that. You know, a pencil, a fork, you know, anything that you had that allows her to simply scry on you. So,
Not for nothing, guys. She knows I'm alive now.
yeah.
We were told that she genuinely died when the Blue Blazer died, and
Yeah,
told
but
them
which- okay.
like they planned specifically.
Yeah,
for me.
she was gonna find out. I mean, I was actually.
No, yeah.
She's probably really pissed off right now.
Yeah, all I mean is that that's no longer.
Same. I'm also really pissed.
I don't
Steve,
think
what the-
it's true. I don't think it's true that she knows that you're alive. How would she have found out? The Rakshasa didn't have a chance to tell her, and she
She was
hasn't
just
been
watching
here.
Liam. She was just scrying on Liam.
But it's only 5 feet around.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm literally right next to you.
oh, sure.
Oh.
I'm nearsighted. I can't tell.
I was looking at the map. I was thinking more of
But
just
I mean,
like,
even if we're not like directly in where we are on the map, like we're taking a short rest together. The scry lasts like up to a few minutes. I'm sure I wandered within. And also, not for nothing, she's just good at planning. She probably figures that something went differently than she had expected and planned for when she planned for months for this encounter, and did the spellcasting over days or weeks, assuming I was dead. And so all I
She's
mean
not.
is that, like,
She's not very far ahead of us. She was here yesterday. She's not very far ahead of us.
I mean, she definitely is
She does
moving.
have modes of teleportation.
Yeah, she moves through different spheres, through different realms. We know that. Like it's really hard to tell where she's at.
Yeah, I don't know that she has. I don't know. I don't know if she's as mobile as we think she is. In other words, I don't know if she can just teleport wherever she wants to go. She has some fast mode of travel, but she's only a day ahead of us.
Hey, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Has Liam ever seen her personally teleport?
I don't think she would have ever done it in anyone's presence. She would have.
Like even like absent-mindedly, or like she landed somewhere, but like with a teleport spell. Sometimes it's not accurate.
Not with
You know,
teleport.
she landed.
You have seen something similar to a shadow jump, but it was not a shadow jump.
What was it?
Um,
No.
At this point, it would be hard to identify it.
Brett has an idea, but I'm trying to see if they can.
I don't think Liam would know. This was one of those tricks that she did not tell anyone else at the monastery. So, no, I'm not going to say that Liam knows this because it's something that's very specific to her. And frankly,
So it's not
I,
like
I've
more of an ability.
yeah, it's not a spell.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking far step. But
Oh no, that would be really cool, and that's something that he would recognize. Absolutely would recognize that. We can go ahead and discount that as something she cannot do.
so
Let's,
she, as far as we know, cannot far step, cannot misty step, as far as we know, and can't teleport, as far as we know. See.
Correct. As far as past experience, you have no evidence of teleportation. You saw her move in a shadowy way that was not natural. I think that's the best description I can give you without giving stuff away.
Sure.
so let's go talk to Bruce. You think?
Have we done? Yeah, we've.
Yeah, can we do our short rest?
Not to tell you guys what you're doing, but you know, you guys seem really powerful and stuff. And thanks for leaving us alive. I mean, we really appreciate it. I know our lives are pretty miserable out here in the swamp and everything, and I know we don't smell great or anything, but you know, and we're kind of hungry and such. But can we go to the tavern? Marok's over there, and he sells a good drink.
You're paying.
I'll pay for you, sure. After all, Marok, other than Delmont, Marok's kind of in charge.
Sorry, Brilo, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go to the tavern.
All right,
We're
you.
going to.
We'll take you to Bruce.
Full of cursed lycanthropes, or
Yeah. Well, city, it's 3 buildings.
Yeah, I guess that
Here's
doesn't
my
count.
thought. I'll pull Anita and Brilo and etc. Aside, and here's my thought. I mean, I think we give them enough money to buy a round for the tavern and tell them what happened here while we go talk to Bruce. We come swinging by through the tavern ready to buy everybody another round of drinks after they just heard about how powerful we are. We talk about maybe some shared interests we can look forward to in the future.
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna toss how much do drinks cost? So just enough for that.
Liam will give you a platinum.
For the round.
Oh, at the tavern? Yeah, a round of drinks for everybody at the tavern's silver.
A silver.
That sounds about right. Yeah, so I'm gonna give them a small, no, there's 4 of them. I'll give them each a silver, and say and ask them to tell folks, what happened, today. I mean, people I imagine will ask why, they sent 60 people or so, and 40 people, and 4 of you came back. So just answer honestly, and buy around from everybody on us, and we might swing by later tonight to further the conversation.
Well, do we need directions to Bruce, or one of them's gonna have to show us? how to get
They
to
already
Bruce
told
house?
us.
It's the third left.
House past the tavern.
Yeah, third house on the left after the tavern. And
We can walk with them to the tavern.
and don't bleed. Just saying.
Don't believe. That's probably good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Gut and go like
Waking up while re-rolling line. Good luck.
So,
Um,
those cursed.
yeah. Rilo, when you did your rest, you regained no hit points.
Suck.
You got hit with that curse and you don't know what it is.
Yeah. You got cursed by a Rakshasa, and so you regain no hit points on any rest.
what about Liam?
Liam, you have lycanthropy. And I need a Constitution saving throw as we determine if it progresses or not. Alright, it does not progress this time.
Should we take care of this before we leave?
Check back in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whoever Knick-Knack is going to use Arcane Recovery after the short rest
Okay.
to recover a 4th level and a 1st level.
Okay.
slot. He is also going to roll 1 hit die. And that will... Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. He took 8 damage from that. He's at 50 HP right now. So he's going to roll a couple of hit die.
He's got 7 from the Song of Rest as well.
Yep. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 19 plus his health modifier. 3 times. 31. Okay, great. So we are back at full.
So what do we have for curses and disease?
The Keon's appointment that
That's for disease. Yes.
First.
greater don't we have lesser restoration? Does that lift a curse?
And
No,
greater
greater.
restoration. We have greater, but greater doesn't get everything. Greater gets most things.
Does
There
not
are
get
some
curses.
things that literally only remove curse will take. Some curses greater restoration will cleanse as
Yep.
a byproduct, but mostly, oftentimes, you need remove curse.
Ooh. I think this one is a remove curse.
It is.
Sort of ordeal.
It is. Meaning, wow, guys, we were in Erie War for 6 fucking weeks, and Nick Nack never rolled a Quizilla check for remove curse.
I mean, I said that for months, that we need to remove curse.
So
That's not
Well,
cheap.
I'm all right for a little while. I'm at half hit points. That's still more than anybody else in the party. So,
Liam's gonna hand you.
but
Liam's
but
gonna
not
hand
be-
Rilo a potion of supreme healing.
I have potions. I just hate to spend them. I mean, I could. get
this
them.
is the time. You save potions for when you are cursed to otherwise not be able to heal in any other way. Like, this is the time to spend them.
All right, so
That's the text from the monster, Rilo, just so you know.
okay.
Oh, son of a bitch! So you didn't get your fucking
Superiority dice.
second
Oh.
wind.
Second
Action
win.
surge gains no benefit from finishing a short or long rest. It doesn't just say.
Oh, that
Son of a bitch.
really
All right, well,
sucks.
it's a new day. So
Yeah, that sucks a lot.
what's the math on the Quizilla
Look
check?
at hand.
People are like, quick, let's fix this. I love how everyone's rushing quickly to get Rilo back and functional. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, and I had spent everything.
Everything.
except for Indomitable.
Yep.
Third level check. Third level spell. This is 26 on the Arcana check, right?
Correct.
We should
Except
do
for...
40 on an Arcana check.
Get us the- yeah.
Yep.
If
Alright,
it is a
I'm
new
sorry.
day, then I can
would
use
never
my.
I would never want to do this.
Now,
Well,
here's the question. Because Knick-Knack does this in a variety of ways. He can do it as a cleric. He can do it as a paladin. He can do it as a warlock. Or he can do it as a wizard.
this one he's doing as a wizard, so that it's an Arcana check.
Okay.
I pay just enough attention. He's gonna do guidance. So it's Arcana check and it's 26 DC, right? Just 30,
Correct.
4, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 26 guidance. Anita, will you inspire?
Yes.
Fuck! Hold the fucking phone. It's a new day. Anita, would you like to play us a song first on the Threads of Fate?
Yes. That's
Liam,
I'm trying to tell you. That's why
Liam will be ready to give assistance.
Did you ask the Arcana
I
check?
just asked Nick that, could you give me guidance? As in on my as in
I didn't hear that at all.
Absolutely. I'll give you guidance. Yes. Mm-hmm. The fun part is Damon and Eric are pulling this exactly like the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. There's 2 of us.
Okay.
Hi, Chase.
Yes, he guides you. And I, now that we've done short rest, I can bend luck if need be.
no, we're gonna need to. Yeah.
That's 1.
You got 1, right?
Yeah.
Let's roll the d4. Let's see what you get on it. For guidance.
Well, I have to get to 25. I don't think I can get there. Right?
You can if some of us also
Expend stuff. It's a possibility. That'd take you to 21.
20.
Is the Ben luck worth it?
I don't think it is. It would cost me a lot to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bend luck. I'll try, and I'll add a D4.
Are you using your Tides of Chaos on that?
Sure.
Okay.
What does that give you?
Well, it gives you a second roll.
It
Yeah.
normally is just for D20 rolls, but will you let me re-roll
Yeah,
it on a?
absolutely.
On a bend luck?
I love it. All right, so you get 2 portents.
Right. Here we go.
And then I need to get a D20 roll from Silas.
We're cool.
Okay. A second D20 from, or I now need the 2 D20s from Anita, 13 and 14. Okay.
Okay.
I think we should still do it with advantage.
Instead of just taking the 14, because that could get us there pretty easily. 14 gets us to 23. At that point, we only need to get to 26. He's adding his own D4, and Anita's adding a D8. We would need to roll 2 1s to not be able to do that.
Yep.
Fair enough, yeah. Sure, that makes sense.
Anita, if that works for you, can we just take the 14?
Yep. Take the 14.
Okay. 14, it's 23. We'll roll Knickknack's guidance.
Oh, there you go.
It's 27.
Okay. Knickknack, feel free to add remove curse to your character sheet. To the Quizilla check.
Now here's the. Oh, thank God. Whew, I was about to be like, now here's where we get fucked by material components, but we're safe. We're good. Knickknack is going to go over to Rilo. Third level. Well, he's gonna have to. Yeah, a lot of on paper. He's gonna have to prepare it, right? Because I don't think it's original.
At the start of the day, and he has to do that after he's.
We're at right now.
No, the thing resets at dawn, so he can prepare it to next day. So, it's
But that's
after.
a long rest, right?
No, Knickknack has to prepare spells at the start of the day. He's not a scribe. There's a variation of wizard that can. I will check.
But I thought we're living and breathing in dawn right now. Like,
Well, dawn is a moment. So dawn is a moment.
Yes, but preparing your spells for the day is longer than a moment. It's like
Let me find out. I will find out.
Change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys take a long rest, he can change his prepared spells.
Then that fucks us even more. Then you can't do it at all right now.
So I'll be okay. I'll be okay for.
Yeah,
I'll be
for now you can
I'll be
take
okay
a
for
potion.
Bruce.
We've got remove first. He can
Then take that
prepare it
potion, Rilo.
at the next
Yeah.
time.
I'll take potions and I'll just have to beat on things with the heavy end of the axe. That's all.
And we've got remove first. He's got it now for this whole trek that we have in this place.
That's going to be helpful, I think, when you're running around the just this.
Yeah. Also,
Not the. I was talking about the Supreme, but I mean,
Oh, by the way, did you guys really care about this great axe thing? Because it's really freaking me out.
yeah, I asked. Yes, we just got so caught up, but I gave that to him on his list of things to identify.
Okay, because I identified that, and it's really creepy.
What is it? Holy shitballs.
Wow.
Wow.
hey, Rilo.
So, one of us is proficient with great axes, Rilo.
Yeah.
Although I paid very
Rilo.
good money to see Anita swing this and then turn into a Goliath werebear.
Let's go with Anita. Yeah.
Actually, Anita can use anything because don't
Yeah,
Twilight
anybody can
get
use
marked
it. You're
weapon?
not proficient.
No, I think Charlie clerks get proficiency with martial weapons, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
got some ideas for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, martial weapons and heavy armor. Anita could absolutely rock this thing.
Now imagine if Anita's dagger had been the thing drawn.
I know. That is my imagination. I wish I remembered it. I don't know.
I had so much fun making this weapon. It was like we're infusing a weapon with the spirit of the wielder. I hope I got that right.
I wonder what Liam's would have done if he had a weapon wave and.
Oh yeah, that would have been fun.
All right, so we've got that. We've got the pouch to look further into later. He can cast
Is
strike
that-
later.
Is that like the druid log shape?
Uh
Yeah, he wrote it exactly like it's the same language. Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought
huh.
It dials up. You're already doing 10 out of 10 on the same job. We're just gonna create new heights.
that's gonna be insane. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know Alina that would love to have this.
Really? Why would I have such acts? Acts of great father, much better.
That's fair enough.
You know, they.
That's 161 free HP, right? That's
For the record, just as an update for Apto, Nelvik and Nurop both went back to Theros and have retired at the village.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So the 2d12 is awesome on a crit,
Mm-hmm.
but the shape change is ridiculous. Yeah, because like you said, what'd you say that is 100 and what?
Until like 154, something like that. Yeah.
So you hit me for 154, and then I'm back to my normal form, and now you got to do another 150.
Yeah.
You have the health points that equivalent to an adult red dragon.
That's ridiculous. That's bad.
you have
Battle
the-
Royale, that is where you are going to fucking kill people in the Battle Royale. I am putting money on Royale.
Well, listen, there's a lot of things that can do it. But yeah,
For the record,
that's really cool.
I told you guys I got the map for the Battle Royale, right? I didn't look at the name of the map until day before yesterday. The artist named the map the Hellacious Mess.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
It is hilarious.
So we've got the axe is in Rilo's possession, the pouch is in Knick-Knack's possession. He's going to cast Scry later, and he's going to cast Remove Curse later. Yeah, good on you, Rilo.
Yeah,
To go talk to Bruce. On the way to Bruce, we're going to drop these guys off at the tavern with 5 silver, or with a silver apiece. And yeah, that's it.
All right, Larry, Mo, Curly, and
Cover the ship.
yeah, the captain will gladly stay at the ship. She doesn't want to get off the ship in this swamp. But yeah, Larry, Mo, Curly, and Shep are going to guide you guys away and are going to guide you down the path to here.
How far has the lycanthropy gone, by the way? Like, as we're walking,
No effects yet.
like, try to dip into his inner key and feel anything? Or...
Oh, you can feel that there's something out of place. Absolutely. In fact, your armpits are a little bit hairier than normal. That's not good.
Which looks like where a hag would live if
Yeah.
didn't know any better.
So as you guys arrive, this building on the left is the tavern. Beyond it, on the left, is going to be Bruce's house. Off to the right, there's a hut that they have not mentioned yet. But Larry, Mo, Curly, and Shep are all going to go up into the tavern and thank you for your silver.
Bruce?
For your winter.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Have enough spell slots to survive this experiment. Rilo, do you want to lead Rilo and Anita?
Yes.
Scary and charismatic. Do you want to lead the way to Bruce?
Yeah. So, Rilo, how are you doing on hit points? Because I do have the Wand of Cure Wounds as well.
I'm at 112. I mean, I think I'm okay.
You're all right.
I think I'm okay, he says as he has 50 more hit points than Liam at max.
Yeah, those healing points, healing points.
Okay.
I think I'll be okay through one more fight for sure.
Thanks, Liam. Your medicine checks are the best. Thank you very much for this help.
Yeah, those are going to pay off. Those
super.
potions are awesome.
I just can't wait to start making actual potions of speed.
So yeah, we're gonna go.
This is Bruce's place?
No, behind the tavern on the left.
On the left, but yeah, either way, let's head out.
All right. I don't actually have a picture for Bruce yet, but I will go ahead and describe him. So as you guys arrive at Bruce's place, and your feet are super muddy, slogging through the swamp here, you walk up. This building is significantly larger than the others around it. The doorway is easily 15 feet tall and is rounded on top, almost like a large keyhole. The stairs are not dainty by any stretch of the imagination. They are stone as opposed to the flimsy wood that you saw at the other buildings. And the front deck is made out of 3x6s as opposed to 2x6s or 2x4s. Whatever lives inside of this building is exceedingly stout.
I have a question for Eric.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was the shape of a keyhole, right?
Yes.
Akin to?
Yeah.
Cool. Is there approximately a teenager around the age of 16-ish walking around with big, yellow clown shoes and messy brown hair?
Not that I'm aware of.
So I need to find a picture.
Okay, we can just knock on the door probably to start.
Okay. You knock on the door. Okay. The door swings an inch or two inward before swinging back into position, as the door is not locked and is not even latched. You'll hear a voice from inside. Yeah. What?
So, is this you? Is this Bruce? You're looking for Bruce?
Who's asking? And you guys, I'm not going to even make you guys roll perception checks on this because he's got a -5 to stealth. So you can hear the shuffle of footsteps, very heavy footsteps, shuffling towards the back of the building. Who's asking?
Friends.
You remember the boat that you brought up river? We were the people on the boat. We were just hoping you might be able to give us a lift back the other way.
What? Okay. Y'all stay out there for just a second. Let me think about this. You hear a heavy weight inside the building. Just sit down. So, you're friends. But your people I took out of the main river and brought into the swamp. And you don't...
Friends in terms we won't want to be aggressive towards
you. You don't want to be aggressive towards me.
Or any of your friends in this village.
Oh,
They're very nice people.
I don't got any friends. No one likes me. People pay me to do the hard work. They also pay me for the moonshine, but that's besides the point.
We definitely would be happy to pay you. We think that the people that paid you to drag us upriver are some people that we're looking for that are not very nice. We're nice people, so definitely do not want to deal with those those folks that you were dealing with before are not the kind of people you want to deal with. But if you can help us get on our way, we can make sure and maybe give us a little information about the people that hired you to drag it home.
You hear this guttural rumble from inside, and at your words and your passive persuasion, which I'm not going to make you roll, the door cracks open, and right at 8 feet up off the ground, you see one lidless black eye look out at you guys. No iris. Just a massive pupil looking out at you. You gonna pay for me to drag your boat all the way back to the river?
Yes.
With your strength, I feel like we could be friends.
Yeah, everybody wants to be friends. I ain't got no friends. I work for money, and that's it. You leave me alone after we're done, and we're in good shape. That's all I care about.
Perfect. You are interested in getting hired. We're interested in hiring you. Bruce, you've got a deal.
And you let me go once we're done, right? None of this indentured servitude, I drag you to the river, and then I need another deal. And none of this, I want you to go somewhere and do something for me. Or I need your moonshine now, or take off your shoes, or I want to see you swim, or any of that.
We're not interested in any of those things. We just want to get on our way.
I mean, I'm interested in trying the moonshine.
Yeah. Well,
We might buy it off of you.
I will say that my flask is getting toward empty, so sure, a little moonshine is not going to hurt us. And
It's 100 gold a jar.
All right. I will buy.
What did he just say?
100 gold a jar.
That must be some really good stuff.
I'm out back. I don't hear him. I'm circled around back. This is fine.
As you circle around back, there are entire wagons that are upside down back here with what look like battering ram holes in the bottom of them. There are battering rams that are snapped in half. There are boats that have holes punched through that are easily 4 feet in diameter that are just sitting back behind this guy's house.
I honestly thought you were going to say that there was 2 wagons with a bar in them and a bench.
No.
Weightlifting a bunch,
Uh,
a bunch of wagons.
But out back, Silas, you will find a still. It's fairly badly hidden behind there.
Does it look like dairy rig, like the equivalent of toilet wine, like homemade, or does it look well made?
Oh, it's weird because the metal is all copper. It looks like there is some form of paste over every seal that looks some biological in some form. But the handles for this still are 12 inches long as opposed to the normal 2 inches long. Whoever uses this thing has massive hands.
Out of curiosity, I don't think it still works like this, but is there any way to sample from it if I have a flask on me?
No, absolutely not. That's not how stills work.
I didn't think so.
No. You have to watch the still constantly. If you were to sample from it, you would actually get some of the methanol, which is the tailings, and that's highly poisonous.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Yeah, both the head and its tailings. Yay, for math on... Welcome to Eric's education on alcohol. When you brew alcohol through a still, you don't drink the front end of it, you don't drink the back end of it. What you want is the heart of the alcohol because the front and the back are both poisonous and can make you go blind. Don't do it. As a guy who is a occasional sipper of very good moonshine made by friends, you gotta be very careful with that stuff.
Is there any moonshine out back? Any jars?
There would be none out back. Not exposed to sunlight. That ruins it.
Sure.
I love how Ryla's smiling, going, I know all about this.
Well, I'm keeping an eye out back, making sure nobody like exits out back that we're not expecting to exit out back. But I'm
Sure.
gonna be obtrusive and or intrusive, and if as soon as I hear folks with whatever arrangement they came up with exiting the building, I will, like on the front end, I will circle around.
Well, no one has exited yet.
Lived in Alabama my whole life.
Okay.
He'll circle back with a steak and some potatoes. He was an outback.
When I was a kid, I lived in Saudi Arabia, which is a dry country. So all the Americans had stills. We had a still that used to move around. So when I was 13 years old, I learned how to watch a still and what not to do around a still. Yeah.
Hey, everybody here, it's easy to find. I mean, you go to church and you can ask somebody in Sunday school, hey, who's got some moonshine? I want to get some.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, I thought moonshine was like some like bullshit, like American TV show. Like, hey, this is the nondescript alcohol.
Oh, man.
And then I moved to the U.S. and like, oh no, this is actually a thing.
The best stuff I ever had.
It's become very mod lately. I mean, it's one of those things that's kind of the cool thing to do, I guess.
It is the cool thing to do, especially if you can get good at it. Most people are not good at it at all. But the people who are can produce some amazing stuff. The best I ever had was at my sister-in-law's wedding. My father-in-law brought her a gallon of apple pie moonshine. It did not taste like alcohol. But if you stuck your thumb in it and then lit it, it would burn on your thumb. And that's how much alcohol it had.
That's well.
It was great.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh.
Why would you do that? Why would you drink that? Why would you introduce that stuff to your
So
body?
It was delicious.
Anita, find out how much it's going to cost us for the boat ride.
Yeah.
So, we may be interested in a bottle of your moonshine. I very seldom.
I got jars, no bottles.
Okay.
Rilo cracks up.
That's exactly how the conversation
Yeah. But to get our ship back to the river, what would that cost?
1,000 gold. No negotiations.
It's so good I'm not there. Sorry, I'm with you.
I mean, I've got 500.
I mean, I can. Anita can pay with that. Like Anita's got 1,000 money. But I'll tell you what, the no
Nick
negotiation.
has a shit ton of money. Nick has a shit ton of money.
How about
It's
that?
just Jaegering
No
out.
way in hell Nick back said anybody will chase us out here. No.
Damn it. He has like 4,000 gold over there. Fucking money hoarder.
7,000, but it's not being spent. Anita, what were you saying?
So Anita's going to ask Bruce, how about 1,000, and we get the boat back to the river and a boat.
No negotiations. My moonshine's worth 100 gold a jar. I'll drag your ass and your boat all the way back to the river for 1,000 gold.
I'm glad Silas isn't here. I like this guy.
I am too. Anita is.
See, I know I'm not a huge fan of this guy, but Silas, Jesus, man, like,
Yeah.
your snarky ass would just be all over this dude.
Anita's going to hand him 1,100 gold. And
Pay me 100 gold for the jar now. Pay me 1,000 gold when I get the boat to the river.
all right, that makes sense. One more thing. This is not a negotiation. It is simply an instruction. Do not tell anyone else in our party what we agreed to pay. That is between you and me and this guy here. And she points to Rafa.
Fair enough.
Liam's just standing there like, what the fuck, dude?
So what's this guy look like?
As he reaches out one large hand, and by large, it is 2 feet wide from pinky to thumb. The palm of his hand is white and leathery. The back of it is dark gray, with a tint of green to it. The nails are black and easily 3 inches long each. He reaches out, and this hand is the size of your torso. And he reaches out, this hand takes the pouch. I'll get your jar. The door closes. It swings open just a little bit, creaking on its hinges. After a couple moments of him walking inside, which you can easily hear,
It's a were shark.
he comes back to the door, and the hand comes out. Here you go. Meet you at the boat. When?
Are we ready to split after this? Like, I think we're ready to go, right? Liam, Rilo?
Yeah. We can
Yeah.
say in the next hour if we can get there and get the sails ready. At least like try to, be as helpful as possible to the situation.
All right. I'll see you guys at the boat.
Get it more.
Smell something. You guys got someone out back?
We have some other folks with us.
If they're messing with my still, they're gonna die.
Yeah, I don't think they're messing with you. I'll tell them to come along, and I'll tell. I'll tell Silas to just spending some. We got a deal. We're ready to go.
Cool. Silas makes his way forward and is like, great, let's go.
Just before you leave the back of the cabin, Silas, you will see on a small table a set of little white strings all set in a row, and etched into the table a whole bunch of little numbers on these little strings. Each of the strings is stapled into place. It's weird. You've never seen something like that. What would you like to do with those? Are you going to leave them, or are you going to take anything?
Jesus.
I wish sometimes, usually not. I like them a lot. Sometimes I wish I played a character who cared more, because there's no way player can let that go. But I have to. I don't think so. I think Silas at most is like weird and just walks back.
Okay, cool.
Unless you think like just without an Arcana proficiency, I do have good insight. But like without Arcana or religion or nature, I don't think he has enough of a innate sense of what he's looking at to even trigger his curiosity about other people's stuff, unless it looks obviously powerful. So he's
Cool.
just like,
Yeah.
it's just-
Yeah, each of the strings is only about 4 inches long. And that's it.
I'll note it. I'll make a mental note just because like he is just curious enough to like make a mental note and describe it to Knick-Knack
Yep.
later and see if it sounds like something that Knick-Knack knows, and he might learn a fun fact. But like,
Sure. All right. So you guys going to pass the tavern and head back to the
I'd
ship?
like to at least swing by. We don't have to spend a lot of time here, but I'd like to swing by with Anita.
Yeah, after Anita gets her jar, I don't know. I mean, she'll, as Silas is coming back around, hey, I think we should hit the tavern and go talk to some folks. I don't know if the rest of you want to come with us or go back to the wait for.
No, we need to stick together in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head over to the tavern. Walk up the front steps, which are pretty broad, but, fairly normal size compared to what you just went up and visited. The door opens, and you will see Shemp, Larry, Mo, and Curly sitting at a table. And behind the bar is a very large, white-skinned individual, and he looks at you and instantly gets furry. Hey! Y'all don't smell right.
Maybe to say hi to some friend.
Shemp, these friends are yours? Yeah, Merrick. Those are the people that paid us for this round. Fine. Come and get yourself a drink.
If Anita and my friend here, I see there's a couple of spots open. Do you mind if Anita and I talk to you a little bit about why we wanted to buy the round of drinks for the tavern?
No.
And we're happy to buy another.
Coin gets you near.
Great. So I hand another silver to the bartender.
He slaps an ear down on the table.
He slaps what on the table?
An ear. And he brandishes the biggest toothy grin you've ever seen from a dog ever as a human ear is placed on the table.
Gotcha.
At which David is rolling those eyes so far.
No, I'm really trying to think about Silas's reactor because I don't know that he. Can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
I mean, okay, but before you do that, I think Anita is just going to start laughing her ass off to like the situation because I think he's just making a joke.
I think he probably is. I'm not even trying to be mad. I just want to see what Silas picks up.
Yeah.
You could say that the information is an earful.
Yeah.
Is he just kind of fucking with me?
This is
Like paying for
this is him both playing a joke, trying to intimidate you, and to see how you're going to handle it. Because if you don't handle it right, he's going to attack you. However, if you handle it right, he can be your best friend. This is one of those.
Then you know what?
How you handle it.
You know what? Fine. I sit down. I put my feet up on the table. I do a little bit of a minor illusion or prestidigitation, and when I pick up the ear and I find it subtly as I've been doing this, I elongate the ears a little bit. So which is something Silas does whenever he's interacting with other non-humans to just try and make sure it's clear that he's at least crossed that line of the club. And he leans back and looks a lot more fey by the time he's leaning back and pops it in his mouth like a piece of popcorn and act like he eats it. And Jill's waiting to.
You get a distinct taste of wax. As he looks down at you, that's gross, man. That's gross. He smiles and sits down. So, you enjoy your ear. I'll talk to the lady who doesn't eat humans. You, darling, you're cute. What's a beautiful thing like you doing in a place like this? With a guy like that.
I would normally say you can't drag me here, but we literally got dragged here. So.
I heard about that. Bruce is pretty proud of himself.
Yeah, he was. We just went and talked to him. But you know what?
You talked to Bruce, and then came here? Braver than most. All right. So, this question stands. What brings you here?
I mean, I think, and just, I think what we wanted to propose is that I think that you've been dealing with some really bad people that we have been looking for.
That's Shemp and then Larry, Mo, and Curly. They're really bad people.
They're not so bad. They're okay.
The four guys at the other table are looking at you.
They have been dealing with some really bad people that specific, not even people, like that. We think that there's a lich that is doing some really bad things here in your world, in our world, trying to take over the world. And we wanted to talk to you guys and see if maybe you wanted to lend us a hand as we do our best to fight back against this lich that we're looking for and his assistant, who just happens to be my sister.
All right. So let me get this straight. Your MO is you walk into a bar and you ask bartenders to go out and help you fight the most evil things in the world.
Yes.
How's that working for you?
I mean, it's had mixed results, to be honest. But we've had some good times as well. Your community here is all lycanthrope, right?
No. I ain't no lycanthrope. No. I'm what you call an adlet. You know, I come from up north, up near the spine of the world. Just got tired of, all the Yetis and such. So decided to come down here and set up shop. Now, across the way, you got old maid Martha. Don't mess with her. She's one of those, they call them mags. You don't want to mess with her. And then, of course, there's Bruce, who, makes all the liquor for the area. But, yeah, Bruce is also the muscle and make sure that, the less favorables of us, stay protected.
Side note, Bruce's liquor is kind of expensive by the bottle.
Yeah, by the jar. He doesn't sell bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
The jars are rounder. They got a wider top to them, so you can get your nose down in there, so you get your nice aroma to it.
Yeah.
Enhances the experience.
That is true. So, is it worth it? The jars?
Yeah, hell yeah. I cut them 5-1.
Nice. Wow. Okay, that's the other piece of information I needed. All right.
Yeah, you want a bottle? And he slides you a very dirty, and I mean by dirty, I mean there's dirt on the outside of it, bottle.
What would you charge for that?
It's a silver.
Gotcha. No, we're good for right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll definitely buy another round for the bar, which looks like there's not a lot of people.
There's not a lot of people left alive in the swamp.
Fair.
This is Brett talking. Herd migrations come back in. Maybe we get more population.
Yeah, so I don't know. Silas Bird, what are we hoping to accomplish?
You look around and you don't see Silas.
Oh, so that's your advice. I've taken that. Great. That makes sense to me too.
You look around and where Silas was chewing on an ear, he gone.
Nice.
Looks like your pretty boy went and got himself in some trouble.
So you think he's gone over to talk to the hat?
Yeah, just don't tell her I said that word.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so...
I'd go and save him real quick if I were you.
Anita's going to look at Rilo and Cass and Liam and Knick-Knack, if Knick-Knack is still with us, and be like, all right, so it looks like we're going to find where Silas went to.
When he was past the perception, did he see where Silas went?
Silas went out the front door.
Okay, well, if he went out the front door, I feel like Liam would follow, because that's
Okay.
normal.
You're going to go follow him? Great. He walks right across this section of the swamp. And then what, Silas?
I genuinely assumed that Anita can lull anybody in, and the point I had made out of in character to her earlier is just to be you guys were talented enough that charity recruited you, and you were effective at this. Maybe you'll fight local undead on our behalf. We pay you just to cut into his resources. But and then Anita's got it well in hand. He said he didn't want to talk to Silas, so and Anita can do a lot of crazy things with her persuasion. So yeah, I sort of just probably before heading in, whisper a be right back. Let me know when you guys are done.
All right. So you walk over across the way, and what do you?
Following him if I can.
You see Liam sneak out behind you, following you. Do you want to go across the way? What do you want to do?
Into the knocking on her door.
You're going to knock on her door.
Yeah. Or whatever. I mean, if
Sure.
is aware of due to any part of his heritage another more customary way to do that.
Nope.
Sure, but
You hear a voice from inside, very melodic, very cute. Coming, coming, one moment, I'm coming. Ah, who's there? And opening the door, there's a 5'7" woman with fair skin, a little bit of a tan. Her hair's long and comes down across part of her face, kind of giving her an emo look. Her hair is black and well brushed. She is well dressed. She has a loose tunic on and a loose dress or loose skirt, and she has boots on. She looks up at you with one bright green eye. Can I help you?
maybe. And if not, then I'll try to just make sure that I don't waste your time.
Well, speak up.
Have you heard of the name Hesef?
No.
Echukuru?
Never. No, no, no.
Forgotten one?
I mean, there's many forgotten ones around here.
See, I missed my joke. I was gonna. Most people say no, and then I get to be like, oh, but you would have forgot. You know, it's like a fun little moment.
No, I never forget a face. As far as names I might forget. But a face,
So you know
never.
this face. And I display Echukurs and charities.
I recognize her.
Fuck mine. Other stuff you might recognize. And these are to see if they're for the purpose of you finding them useful. I show her a tattoo. I show her another tattoo. I show her the wind fan. I show her the necklace of fireballs. I show her the beat of force. Do you want to talk about what
Come in, boy. Come right in.
discussed?
Come right in.
Yeah.
We have a little bit to discuss, I think. Maybe a little more to discuss than you think.
I'm hoping that's a lot.
Okay. You going in?
I'm absolutely going in.
Liam, as you watch Silas go in, you look and the woman that is at the door looks straight at you, smiles broadly, and closes the door. Yeah,
I was like just a few steps behind.
right. She closes the door between you and Silas. And very, very distinctly, you hear a click of a lock.
Liam is going
That's the lock if they're gonna turn.
to whisper into the setting stone. The dumbass went into the fucking house.
I did say, like, you know, be right back. Let me know when you're done. You would have just heard, I would have communicated that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going straight to it or if we're heading back to Anita with the werewolves.
No, we're going to continue. She's talking
Just
to
go
her.
the porch and just sit down and just wait.
You're going to sit down on the porch. Okay, awesome.
Just wait and try to listen in if you can, but if not, then it's whatever.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so the moment you sit down on the porch, I need you to roll a history check.
Wow.
Okay. You smell something familiar, but you can't place it. Okay. Silas, you walk into the house and you look around, and there are jars
Can I
with.
clarify something for you
Yeah.
real quick? Because this is something I normally just keep track of for myself, but I feel like in a situation like this, you'll want to know that I said it out loud.
Yeah?
As I'm walking to the hag's place, my second level spells not going to get me fucking anywhere with the hag. My ability to bend luck, maybe. So I'm converting what I've got left into sorcery points, so that I can. Oh, whoops! I added one to it. So that I can potentially then luck up to 3 times in this situation.
All right. So as you convert those, I need to get your wild magic surge to test. Because you use.
Oh, I forgot. I don't know that. Unfortunately, I don't know that he would have risked that, even though he probably should have. He probably would have just relied on his own.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna like.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck this up, and I think turning into a potted plant on the way there fucks it up more than missing out on sorcery.
That's up to y'all.
That's fine.
Okay.
No, I'll be more cautious about it. That's fine.
Okay.
Good point. Good flag.
I love playing with it a little bit. So, as you walk in, you see all sorts of creatures embalmed in jars. You see little butterflies and bugs in little wicker cages. You'll see a couple of small mammals, raccoons and rats and rodents in small wicker cages as well throughout this entire house. However, everything is immaculate. Everything has been dusted. There is a very large sense of care that has been placed on everything. Every jar is spotless and clean. As you make your way in, there's a large rug that you walk across that's easily an inch thick and fairly new. She points you to a small rocking chair. It's a little small for you, but you're able to sit in it. Your butt cheeks do touch both armrests, but it's comfortable enough. She sits in the other one away from you, just across the rug, 4 feet away, and creaks back and forth. So, what do you know about the Master?
Not nearly enough. Enough that I hope that that's not what you're calling her.
Oh no, she's not the Master. No.
Oh my God. I mean, embarrassing, right? Could you imagine? No. Okay. Cool.
It's just not every day that we see someone that has the tattoo of the Master. Yes, he's such a delight.
Okay.
Liam, you cannot hear any of this from outside, which is weird because you should be able to.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Noticeably.
Yeah. Interestingly, there's something preventing you from hearing anything on the inside of this building.
Yeah, so as Cyrus puts that together, he's just like, oh, Conks is great. Fun to deal with.
Oh, absolutely. He's a riot in the sheets. And you get the distinct feeling this person is vastly older than she looks.
Yeah, they're all,
No, they're not all riots in the sheets. Are you?
no, they're not. God. No, they're not. You mentioned that you had spoken with, that you recognized, the woman I know is Charity.
I know her as Charity, too.
First, okay. Good. Where's the first question?
What do you want with her? I have potions.
A lot. A lot of violence.
Oh, my. I can't condone violence against a woman. That's not very... Against a woman? That's not very couth of you.
Are you? That at least answers another thing I was actually also kind of trying to confirm. You never know. Okay. Are you willing to discuss your more recent interactions with her? Well, really all of your interactions with her.
Discuss the fact that I watched her from my porch? Sure.
Oh, your actions were a little less direct and a little more indirect.
Of course. You don't deal with powerful people like that without being cautious.
Indeed.
I'm being cautious with you right now.
That's very flattering. Likewise.
You're welcome.
Um,
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Words. Huh?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. And it's a 16.
So, that's fine. What I wanted to clarify, but didn't want to interrupt the conversation,
Uh-huh.
is we, and if we haven't, then I wouldn't have done it again. We are agreed that Silas wouldn't risk it at all. But have we agreed that using items and like my fireballs didn't trigger a wild
Right.
magic surge, right? Using
Right.
items.
Right.
Great. Then I mean, I've already deleted it. Then Silas would have cast Intellect Fortress on his way in. It's the only thing he can do without.
Okay.
I don't look burning it, but.
Yep. Okay. Do you have advantage on that for the Intellect Fortress? Yep. Okay.
That's like the only thing it really gives me. But yeah.
You feel a distinct pressure against the walls of your Intellect Fortress. She's definitely trying to get inside your head.
I did my head as though like she had made a point, and I'm in a conversation, and I'm ceding the point because we had just talked about caution, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
as it's warranted. There are times when it makes sense.
She smiles, perfect teeth, looks at you. Ah, delight to have such a cautious individual enter my hut. So, what do you want?
It's tricky because the answer in the short term is not the same as the answer in the grander sense. But I'll give you both, and you can tell me what you're more willing to provide.
Of
In the
course.
short term, more immediately.
Of course.
I'd love to know every word, everything you've ever observed about Charity, and everything you have seen her do, said to her, heard her say. Everybody that you know her to be, and what you know about who she serves. But much more importantly, and I'd skip all of the rest of it. I'd like another ally in the cause. I think you might already know enough to know that I'm working against her master. Hers is not nearly as cool as Gongsa, and would appreciate your help. I can drop some names, but it feels gauche. But we've been gathering some allies all across Faerun.
I'll tell you what.
I don't want this to be a particular moment in history, but he's ensuring that this is going to be a moment in history, so you might as well be on the side of it.
What's in it for me?
And I pull out, again, like every magical item I've got on me with a couple of
Trinkets? You're showing me trinkets.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You're showing me trinkets. Toys.
No, hang on. No, wait, I think I've got something cool. I've got two things that I think are potentially really cool.
Yeah.
One, I think you'll like because of its origin and because of how irreplaceable it is. And I had not yet revealed this to the party. I wanted it to be a cool story reveal moment, but it might be cooler when I fucking lose it. So I'm just gonna send this to you, Eric, and I'll
Okay.
if I lose it.
Sure.
If she doesn't want it, then I'll save it for another
Yeah.
reveal.
Uh-huh.
But think like the origin of this, and
Uh-huh.
the fact that I can't replace it if it's gone.
Sure.
I think that would be something that somebody like her would be into. I know it's not going to be the whole bag.
Let's
because
see.
It's still sort of a small thing. But
Yeah.
I think in its essence, its origin, it's wild magic. It's a pure seed of wild magic. Like that's got to be kind of.
Let's see. What is it?
I
Wait.
sent it to you in Discord.
Oh, in Discord.
Yeah,
Discord.
I can't.
I bet you-
You fucking you.
Oh, really?
I was depending on this to get me into some cool places or into some really, really interesting boxes and chests at one day or many, many days. This is every day. I can do this and you can have it.
Oh,
This is so much potential. This is so many potential chests open
oh.
and things stolen and doors opened, and you can have them all.
Ooh. And she gets a thrill going from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. You watch her, she shakes off the chill. I'll take that. Gladly. She holds out her hand to take the item. You hold it out to her, she takes it. She smiles as one by one her fingers wrap over it, and you get a distinct feeling.
It's more like in me, so I'm sure in some
Yeah.
weird Fey way she has to like drag it out of my.
She pulls it out of you, and you can feel almost like a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As she takes it, and she looks at you. Now, in return, you wanted to know everything I know about the bitch.
And what you and your more importantly your allyship.
I have no allyship with her. None.
No, I meant you're being on this side of the fight against her.
Oh, no. You'd have to find something much more attractive, which I'm sure you could, in order to convince me to help you against them. But I can tell you many things, and I can help you in ways you may not be able to imagine yet.
I'm down. And I may have something in mind for the follow-up, but go on.
So, this woman came through a couple weeks ago, recruiting every single lycanthrope she could find in the swamp. Every single one. She spent a week in the bar, buying drinks for everybody. The only problem was she couldn't convince Maroc. Maroc kept coming over here and telling me that there's something bad about her. Something didn't smell right. Something wasn't right about her, which is weird because, I never even got the distinct feeling she was here.
Got it.
She never left a footprint as she walked across the swamp. Not a one.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong magic. Now, the fact that she was able to buy and trade, there's something physical here. But her soul wasn't here. Not at the time.
Oh my god.
Something strong is at work, boy. And if you want to make this up to me, this little toy of yours has got you some information. She hired Bruce and Dalmont, who I had been trying to seduce for years, to go and take care of your ship. Kogsa wanted Dalmont as a slave. Dalmont swore his loyalty to her, and after 1,000 years of trying, he's out of my grasp.
One day you'll get him.
No, I don't think I will. My place is in this swamp, in this hut. Your place could be in this hut, if you want it to be. But I'd rather you go and mess with this bitch and take her out. Be my revenge. Be the vengeance of Kogsa. Go take care of her. You'll find her. Just don't trust your eyes, boy. And as she says this, your eyes are no longer deceived. As she is going to drop the illusion, Her hair goes all the way down to her feet. Her skin grows wrinkled and covered in warts. It is gray. You see eyeballs peeking out from all over her skin. You can smell the stench of death. You look around. You are in a hag's lair. And this is a place that you and Eamon and anyone else you've ever heard of should not be at the moment. She gestures to you with a hidden teacup. I'll let you go today. Be nice. Don't visit me again. Or you'll stay next time.
Silas has been very different. He's been very aware of her station. He's got a history proficiency, and most of it is only in Facia. He's been very cautious in treating her. He also grew up in a royal household. He's treating her like an actual queen.
Yep.
He on his way out, thanks her for her time. Mentions that that I think that at the risk of telling her what she already knows, it bears reiterating that
Sure.
Charity's master wants her hut and every swamp run over and drowned with undead and torn apart from its connection to the Feywild, because that and I'm not going to press it, but I will say, and I show her not a trinket, but the rod of absorption, and say that if you would want to step onto this side of that fight, I will be able to provide you. I will assist in.
Where did you get that?
Ensuring your security. And he puts it back in its jacket.
Where did you get that little toy?
Shit, so I know where it originated, but I don't remember where Silas got it. He didn't take it off of Kava. He didn't kill Kava. So where did he get it?
You didn't get it from Kava.
We got it from the White Steel tribe, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Because she
From Nareem.
had it, and then you were given.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nareem had one.
The Tabaxi, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I took it off for somebody who didn't deserve it.
True enough. Keep that handy. Yeah, it'll serve you well someday. And if you run into that person again, make sure they die. I don't like their type.
I will absolutely do that. And if I do, in the most direst of circumstances, come back to visit, it will be after I've taken care of that, and in the hopes that you remember that I've taken care of that. And Silas leaves.
Okay. And if this pair come to my hut, you'll have my hands available. But my place is the swamp, boy. Remember that.
I do.
And the swamp is mine.
I wanted to stay yours, not his.
The door closes behind you as she sits in her rocking chair. I need you to roll a history check, please, as you exit the door.
And I'm going to spend a sorcery point.
Okay.
Reroll this.
Sure. Awesome. And roll a d20.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. 5. Awesome. Here we go. Let's see.
Oh, I thought this was just my...
He walks out right next to Liam. And
Yep. Exactly right.
I had a
that it got all haunted.
line.
It's okay. Go ahead. You want to roll it for me? The D10,000?
Yes. Oh my god, what if she absorbs the wild magic surge as, thank you for that fucking meal, that you just had on my property?
2106, huh? 2106.
Sorry.
Oh, that's obvious.
I was saying, if your wild magic search kills me, I swear to God, I'll haunt your ass. Oh.
Where do you call home, Silas?
Oh shit!
Can we go to the secrets room real quick?
Sure. Let's go to the secret room real quick. Absolutely.
Secret
Oh,
bastard. This guy.
Yeah. Like, I talked to people earlier this week. They're like, we don't have any secrets amongst the group anymore. I'm like, bull crap. All right. So. Yes. Can you hear me? There you are.
Sometimes my phone doesn't like being moved to a place, but so this is the question. I mean, this is obviously a question he's been trying to answer, and one of the reasons why he wants to like carve out this place for himself potentially in the Feywild to like retire. And so like,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, home is, I guess, whatever fucking hotel room. I mean, at this point, maybe the ship. Like, I don't. 'Cause it's
Awesome.
where, like,
I'm cool with this ship. Awesome.
that makes sense to you. Like, I'm trying to work it out.
I like it.
Does it?
Yeah. Totally cool with that.
You're saying that with like GM deviousness, and I'm just trying to find the truest answer for the character.
There you go. That's what happens in Discord.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Okay. Yep. All right, here we go. Okay.
It's
So,
like the worst one. I don't know about that.
as Silas walks out the door and smells a certain familiar fungus on the front deck of this porch, you'll recognize the fungus as something you've smoked in the past, Silas, that is a hallucinogen and a magical source of sleep, which is why Liam was not affected. So Liam did not fall asleep because he can't be put to sleep. So, but you'll recognize the smell. Liam, as Silas walks out the door, there's a flash of purple. Poof. That's it.
I just like to make it
Is Silas there, or
Yeah, he's
he
there.
walks out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like a little poof.
It just looks like latent magic.
Yeah.
Did they say they were done at the Sending Stone? I missed it. Have we gathered the lycanthropes yet? Are we ready to?
Meanwhile, back at the bar, Anita is playing and singing for the people appointed there. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, Anita's probably at this point just been asked questions about. Probably, I would imagine showing pictures of her sister and asking or describing her and asking, has she been around? And
Yeah, she came through here. All of her coin kept disappearing from my purse, so we stopped taking her coin.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't take anything from her. Although she, yeah.
You see her, she owes me a lot of gold.
Well, we're going to find her, and so if you see her again, you should let her know that we're looking for her.
I'll do that.
How's
How
that?
much does she owe you?
Close to 2,000 gold pieces all told. But really, it came down to the fact that she kept paying all of the other lycanthropes, and they kept spending their gold here, and then disappears from purse. Tracked
Yeah,
it back
that's-
to her.
Yeah, that sounds like her. I mean, all the lycanthropes can't just be the ones that attacked us, right? So where did the rest of them go?
He turns real slow, and you look over, you see 3 werewolves and a werebat who grin stupidly at you.
Okay, guys, where did your friends go? Come on.
Well, you all except for Charlie, you pretty much killed. Charlie ran away. He couldn't climb the side of your boat.
Yeah, no, I remember Charlie. And that was it. That's all that was here. She didn't recruit any of you folks for?
No, we figured we'd all go in one big thing and take care of you and kill you, frankly.
Yeah, no.
Delmont was pretty convincing. So was she.
Yep. Yeah, she can be pretty convincing.
I mean, Delmont grew up here, knew everybody, figured he'd take the gold and deal and everything and handle it. Thanks for letting us live. Cheers.
Cheers, indeed.
That was cold. What has Cass been doing this whole time?
There's a difference between cold and frigid. You know, just put that out there.
What has Cass been doing?
It is frigid.
Hey, I want to drink some of the moonshine.
Ooh. Awesome. As you try some of the moonshine, are you ordering it from him or are you getting it from the jar?
That's the question.
I would like to get it from the jar if Anita is willing to share it.
Oh, I'm going to share, but as she's passing you the jar, she is going to say, he cuts this 5 to 1. And just leave that piece of information as Anita hands over the jar.
What does that mean, by the way? Cutting it 5 to 1.
It's
Okay, go ahead.
go ahead. It's 1 ounce of liquor for 5 ounces of water.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
So
Watering it down.
yeah, watering it down.
Yes, but that means that everybody here is getting drunk off of moonshine that's been cut 5 to 1, which means that if you're drinking at full strength, it's going to be 5 times what everybody else in here is drinking.
Don't give a shit. You can't get drunk.
6 times, but yes.
Yeah, 6 times. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah. So put it this way. If this is 120 proof alcohol, when you're drinking it, it's only coming out at 20, which is hella strong anyway.
I do a shot of it not watered down.
All right.
Nice.
The moment it touches your tongue, you taste peaches. And you taste no alcohol whatsoever. You don't feel any liquid go down your throat as it evaporates the moment it touches your tongue.
Oh.
It is just peach essence on your tongue. The moment that you try to drink more of it, you will get a couple drops and a little bit down your throat, but just enough to make it so that you're going to burp peach for the next couple of hours.
Love that.
And let's go ahead and get your roll Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, you're fine. 1 shot? Yeah, you're good. But yeah, it's the most delightful peach drink you've ever had. It's peach schnapps which wish they had been this moonshine. As
We need to get another jar of those.
I will tell you it's a little on the expensive side, but Anita will definitely be filling her flask with this moving forward.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I may have to swing by again and pay that guy some more money for it.
Interestingly, that concept is very, very convincing right now.
Oh, interesting.
Then I guess I do it. Yeah, I go
Me-
back to that.
You go back to the hut?
and I-
Okay.
Yeah, I asked for, excuse me, I was just here, but I didn't do the smart thing and get a jar of that moonshine, and now I'm here to do the smart thing, to get a jar of that moonshine.
You hear from out back, someone there?
Hey, hello? I'd like to hand you money for alcohol.
Oh, one sec, be right there. And you hear thud, 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 as someone is running up the back and through the building to the front door, where he crashes into the front door. It slams shut and then ricochets open after a moment, and you see the one lidless black eye look out at you. You want jar?
Yeah, it's 10 platinum, or do you only take the gold?
I'll take the platinum, yeah.
Okay, here you go.
There you go. Massive hand comes out and just like, it's like handing you a thimble in his hands. But it's a
Got
jar.
my hands on it, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
The palm turns over and waits for the coin.
I hand the 10 platinum over.
He takes it. Have a good day. See you at the ship.
Yeah, you do.
The door closes. Does not latch. A little bit. Definitely needs WD-40. So,
Quick question for Eric.
yeah.
When Silas opened the door, because like I feel like he'd be sitting there waiting, like
Yep.
trying to hear for anything if he could.
Sure.
When the door opened, could he have turned around quickly to see if he was all right? And when that happened, did he see inside?
He would have seen inside, and he would have still seen the illusion of the very clean place.
Okay.
Yeah. She dropped the illusion
Does he-
specifically for Silas.
Sure. Does he by any stretch like remember or not remember recognize individuals like her?
Oh, not from history, no. You've never dealt with the hag before.
Fair enough. I didn't know if the temple did or not.
No, the temple absolutely would not, actively would not deal with hags. The monastery would not.
Even Charity wouldn't, or
Charity wouldn't. No. Hags are power brokers that steal souls. She does not want that happening one bit.
Can I possibly just do a like history check for in your world, because he's proficient. Silas is proficient
Sure.
in history, and one of the few classes he probably paid attention to was space stuff.
You're right.
Though we weren't sure why at the time. To just understand a little bit more in your world about like Hag's relationship with. So I know that they are like inherently like powerful predators, but I know that in some lore they like do participate in the Fae courts, like and do interact with like Archfey in a courtly sense, but in some they're like completely kind of cut off and isolated from that culture.
Some of the hags do deal with the fake courts, and they deal with them in a negotiating aspect, kind of like business people, because the fake courts don't really value human life very much or material life very much. So they're like, whatever. Here, you want favors? We'll give you these souls. And the hags are like, sweet, we'll take the souls and we'll do this favor for you. It's deals and the Fae. It's bad for the humans involved, obviously, but they are master negotiators and master business people who deal actively in souls, which, once dead, manifest themselves as small worms on the Nine Hells. Which is fun times. Yeah, it is. There's a...
But that's how. Okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of how we intended to approach her. Was it like as an independent power
Yeah.
broker, which is why you wanted her on.
Independent contractor is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily into picking sides unless it is their own side, and they will pick sides against other hags.
It's that's why I tried to convince her that her own side is our side, because he wants to burn her swamp down or like take
Yeah.
over with undead.
And she is, when that happens, I'll be involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean it might actually literally come to that, so we'll see.
Yeah, it could. Depends on where you guys decide to bring the fight.
And maybe we could push something. Yeah. Just after that.
Yeah.
Cool. So when I arrive back at the bar, I assume
Anita is singing.
it's BFFs by this point with a lot of the lycanthropes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the lycanthropes in here consist of Larry, Mo, Curly, and Shemp. The
Yeah.
bartender is not a lycanthrope. He will repeat that again.
Yes, he is not.
And he is having a good time with Anita because her coins don't disappear when he puts them in the strong box, which he has checked 3 times already.
And we'll probably continue to check.
Yes,
there.
exactly.
So, Knick-Knack, what spells or would cause that to happen, that kind of illusion to happen? Because illusions, if you physically interact with them, will dissipate. So it's not illusion, it's something else, right?
You can do major illusion. Those you can actually touch and manipulate.
I think this is out of character. I'm thinking this is. I would have said astral projection, except the hag added, and Silas can add this for Knick-Knack's context. But I as a player interpreted the hag's clue about like she was touching stuff and whatever as also being potentially like a homunculus or simulacrum.
But astral projection, I think, is I don't think you have any. I think
Right, that's right. Yeah, I thought that at first, and then he was saying that it was substantial. I was thinking maybe like an actual homunculus walking around because the hag pointed out her soul wasn't here. So I don't know, Eric. What does Knick-Knack know with that information from Silas on a 22 Arcana check?
Well, something freaky's going on, that's for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of anything like this. And he's kind of slurring his speech a little bit because he's had one of the shots. And he thinks back. Could you transmute air into gold and then have it Ooh. That'd be some freaky magic, wouldn't it? Being able to turn a gas into a solid? And right now, Chase is going, what? Imagine being able to transmute a gas into a solid, and then when the spell expires, it returns to its normal form.
I mean, that's just chemistry.
Yeah, because you can do it with distort value, but you need something like rocks or copper pieces to mimic gold.
Well, everyone knows that dry ice subliminates from a solid into a gas. I'm sorry, not everybody knows that. This is Science Eric going, hey, look, dry ice turns from a solid to a gas without melting. If you could have a solid form that changed into a gaseous form directly and had it at room temperature, that'd be pretty badass. And would let you do exactly what we're talking about.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Thanks, man.
yeah, he's sitting there pondering, if I can freeze something cold enough so that carbon dioxide freezes into a solid, and then I transmute the solid carbon dioxide into gold, and then I hand the gold to someone. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm still puzzled. There's a piece to this I hadn't quite put together yet.
Oh, I know.
If she's not here, how can she cast a spell?
Oh, I know.
There's ways for her to physically not be here, but how can she physically not be here and still cast a spell?
Oh.
You could have a familiar here along with the astral projection or along with the simulacrum or something like that. You could have a familiar here as well.
One of these days, when we get to actually fight Charity and you guys are done with the encounter, I will hand you Charity's character sheet. And you guys will be like, you motherfucker. Because I built the character back at the start of the campaign, and I have play tested Charity in combat against you guys several times, and she sucks.
Yeah.
It is a very frustrating
Some
encounter.
of the folks at the bar, if we're close enough to the fields of the undead that they get a lot of traffic related to the undead or liches in this area, we're not close enough yet, right?
Shemp and Larry, Mo, and Curly are all going to say, no, that happens north of Burdusk.
Great. We'll wait.
Which, as tipsy as Cass is, you guys will notice a glint in Cass's eyes at the mention of Burdusk.
Yeah, Cass has mentioned having something follow up on there.
Yeah. So, are you continuing to sample from that jar?
I thought we were gonna skip for
Does Verdusk follow Verjar?
First. What was your question, Doug?
I said I thought we were gonna skip for dust.
No.
I mean, we're trying to make up time. We have to get to Candle Key. I mean, we can't stop in every scene.
Rilo!
That's his backstory. Get out of here.
Okay. We'll talk about it later.
Big Dad.
You've never had that kind of reaction from your kids, right?
Usually it's
No,
not
right,
things.
obviously.
Yeah, usually it's not things. Yeah, so Anita, you ready to see if we can get this guy to pull our ship out of the water, out of the swamp?
Silas, did you bring it up for everybody?
What's that?
Damon didn't bring it up for everybody again.
Oh,
I'm fucking rude.
Didn't we tell him to meet us back there in an hour? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. So I think it's been about that. So let's just head down to the boat.
I will let you guys know on the walk over then. Oh, sorry.
There, before we leave. But if he's not home, then I'm assuming he went down to get to the boat where we told him we were going to be.
As you guys leave the tavern, there are very large holes that are slowly filling with water, headed in the direction of the ship.
That's our friend. That's our friend.
So-
That's it.
So real quick, Eric, I have some questions about the
Yeah.
because I can't believe this thing actually exists. So there's a couple of things I want to make sure I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so once a day you can transform into
Yeah.
Goliath werebear, form of Goliath werebear.
Yep.
So that's the humanoidal form of
Yep.
the werebear.
Uh huh.
So
Right.
on his
Because the
sheet,
werebear can transform.
on his sheet, it says he can transform into a polar bear. I'm assuming I can't do that.
No, you just use. Let me pull him up.
And well, that's not the best part of his sheet, so that's why.
No. The Goliath werebear.
So,
Like most lycanthropes, they have a human form, a fully bearish form, and a hybrid.
and a hybrid. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the hybrid form. Is what this is.
Yeah. It's the hybrid form is the one that you're going to be gaining.
So his bite
Uh-huh.
has a DC 14 Constitution save. versus
15, yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
You're asking if you can spread lycanthropy?
Well, the coolest thing about that is because they'll probably die. I mean, I'll probably
Uh-huh.
die before the battle's over. But the coolest thing is they can't regenerate hit points.
Yeah.
Just like I couldn't. They can't regenerate hit points outside
You
of magic.
couldn't because of the Rakshasa.
Yeah, the Rakshasa is the reason that you're not regenerating from arrest. The axe prevents them for one turn.
That's right, for one turn. Okay.
And that's only when you hit with the axe. Yeah.
Yeah, but it does strip. Okay. And then,
Yeah, the form doesn't prevent healing. The axe prevents healing.
okay, he has the stone endurance.
Uh-huh.
once a day.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool. All right, so, and if he's in his werebear, his hybrid form, he can swing the axe. He
Yep.
doesn't have to rely on bite and claw.
Right. It's the only weapon he can use. Only magical thing he can use. Everything else merges into your form.
This is stupid. I'm gonna bite and swing at everything.
Of course you. Yeah. That's
Do be aware it can be dispelled because you are polymorphing into it. So someone can dispel magic on it and turn you back into Rilo,
Oh, yeah.
in which case the axe is consumed for the whole day.
So
So,
then they got to deal with Rilo. So
oh yeah,
it's
People
almost
wouldn't know that would be appalling because it's just like someone looks at Rilo and goes, "Oh, he can't cast magic."
right.
Well, what's cool
So, I
is
mean-
the picture here is like the polar bear form. So I mean, it goes perfectly with Rilo's white hair.
Yep, it does.
That's pretty cool.
Um,
Yeah, that's a cool one.
and I will tell you that people are going to complain about it during the battle royale. That's okay. You guys can
Oh.
complain about all the stuff that they've got too.
That's a
Like, just a druid.
hey. In my mind, now I may be wrong, but in my mind, this is up there with Dreads of Fate and the Zilla check. This is
Yeah.
this thing's
It's pretty good.
badass.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Totally bad.
Especially
So
if
by
I
the
get,
way,
especially if I get a crit or two in the game.
I'm not going to take any credit. I'm not the person who takes credit for dice rolls. I can't. The dice did it. I'm just saying, I don't want to hear any complaints about wild magic when it does occasionally crank out shit like this.
Right.
It's work.
Yeah, go tell the Saturday group
Because
that.
the only time it's fun, the only time I messes with Liam is when it breaks shit. So
Your magic rings are gone. What?
Turned into that was, not helpful.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna help me. Y'all can help me name this thing. We'll have to find a name for it.
All right.
But, yeah, let's go move the ship.
So,
Let's go do it.
as you guys make your way towards the ship, you will follow these massive dents in the swamp floor, which are filling with water slowly, and you will make your way to the ship. And you can hear about 100 yards before you get to the ship, you can hear the rattle of a chain as the anchor is being shifted around. As you guys approach, you see standing next to the ship the 40-foot tall form of a shark standing there on two legs. It's obvious that he has gone into a hybrid form instead of the form that he had inside his hut, because the one in his hut can only be about 15 feet tall. But his hybrid form is 40 feet long. He is muscled, got abs, his mouth is huge. He would have no problem swallowing you guys whole. You guys get the idea that if Bruce had been involved in the combat, it would have ended vastly differently. But Bruce has a business to run, and they couldn't afford to buy him out. So, Bruce dragged your ship into the river and got you guys stuck on the glyphs of warding. Bruce looks at you guys. All right, well, I'm willing to drag it, but you got to get rid of this hand.
But I what?
Got to get rid of this hand.
Yeah, we have to get rid of the hand. We have to get rid of the.
At least the index finger, right?
It, it's resting on the hand.
What if we give you give the ship a push with water? So I know that Knick-Knack can shape water. So what if we just have a wave knock this back toward the
He
river?
can. So okay, so I did some math on this. The USS Constitution. I don't know if you saw my math there, but the USS Constitution, its draft is 22 feet, and our ship is roughly half that size.
Yep.
Our draft should be around 11 feet.
Yep.
Knick-Knack can raise the water around the ship up 20 feet.
Okay. Let's see here. Shape water.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The shape water. Not shape water, you can't. That's 5 foot cube.
What's the
control water.
Control water?
Control.
That's control water.
That's fourth level magic. It has different options. If we use the flood option, so I can just display it.
Yeah.
The flood option causes the water level of all standing water in the area to rise by as much as 20 feet.
Okay. So 100 foot on a side. So you're going to be able to move the ship 100 feet.
Yeah, which is
We could raise
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we could raise the water 20 feet, and then he could pull it. That's
Yeah.
like 20
Pull it right
feet
out.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Is that what Knickknack wants to do with his 4th level spell slot?
It is. He said before that, like, this was actually in the group chat, not even in my personal questions. He expected to be using control water to get us out of this.
All right. So as you guys watch, the water in a very large 100-foot square, probably knowing Knickknack, he's not going to do that. He's going to make it 50 feet wide and 200 feet long in order to make life easier. He's going to raise it up 20 feet, and his little tiny gnome arms are waving extraneously for no reason. And then he realizes, oh, you guys are the only people paying attention, so he uses one hand. And the whole thing rises up, and he directs the water forward. And Bruce is going to hold onto the ship as the ship lurches forward. And Bruce will hold the anchor. The ship begins to slide sideways. The captain on top of the ship grabs the wheel and starts straightening the ship. Bruce looks at the rest of you guys standing on
runs on the water and gets back onto the ship.
Okay, go ahead. No sweat. The rest of you guys are currently on the swamp floor and watching a were-shark towing your ship through the mud.
Oh no, I definitely got on the ship.
You did? When did you say that?
I have a ring of water.
Anita is wearing her manta ray, her cloak of the manta ray.
So Anita jumps into the flow.
Yeah.
Okay, Silas teleports onto the ship. Cass, how are you? What are you doing?
Ring of water walking.
Okay.
Like ice skating on the water.
Cool. Liam makes his way up.
When I run up there, can I grab Knickknack and like piggyback him up?
Sure.
Like piggyback him across the water now?
He's like, thank you very much. And I lost Knickknack's voice. Holy crap.
You talk like that, I'm dropping him. Like in the water. No.
So he's going to go ahead. I lost Knickknack completely. But yeah, you're able to take Knickknack up onto the ship where he will continue concentrating on the control water. And he's going to hold the water, and this is going to be Knickknack being creative in spite of what I think should be able to happen. He is making a wedge of water, and the wedge of water is only 5 feet at the front, and it's 25 feet at the back, so the ship keeps moving forward. Like riding a wave.
That's pretty creative. But I had a question about that.
Yeah.
So the range of the spell for create water or control water or 300 feet. Does that have to be a point in space, or can that be relative? So in other words, if Knickknack is on the ship controlling water, can he do it within 300 feet of himself? And as the ship is moving, he just continues to control the space around himself? Or does it have to be a space in water?
It depends on which one that you pick for control water.
Yeah. Yeah, the flood.
Because for like something like part water, you can control any
Yeah.
water for up to 300 feet.
Yeah.
With redirect flow, you can control it to move with you.
Yeah.
Right, but
You
I
just have to
think what
continue
Doug is
concentrating
asking,
on it.
You guys are doing the flood, though. So the flood is able to wash you guys forward a bit.
and what Doug is asking is this part. Correct me if I'm wrong, Doug. In redirect flow, it says once it moves, for example, once it moves beyond the spell's area, it resumes its flow based on terrain conditions. I think Doug's asking is, can the spell's area move with the caster? Or is it the caster drops a...
Here's the fun part.
area
Knickknack is very creative, and what Knickknack's going to do is he's going to flood the ship up off the hand and use a second 4th level spell slot. Does he have that?
He does, yeah.
And once it starts moving, is going to change and cast control water a second time to redirect flow.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was going to ask if it would cost another spell slot to do.
Yeah. It's going to cost 2 spell slots to do.
Like upcasting it or something, but yeah.
I think with something like redirect, like something like with control water, it
Mhm.
would be like when you cast it, it's that set point in 300 feet in
Yep.
that range. You can control the water at the point of casting.
Right. Redirect flow actually changes that, though. That's the fun part about it.
I'm going to talk to Chase about this. I think we could make a conveyor belt for water release
Yeah, you could.
somehow.
But it doesn't last long. I mean, it lasts 10 minutes. That's all he's going to be able to get of you guys moving along, at which time you guys will get at least to the point where the mold earth is deep enough so that Bruce can drag you guys out to the water.
On the open sea, if we do those 10 minutes at the same time as I do gust of wind for 10 minutes, pushing the sails, it's like the sailing version of like hyperspeed. Like that could get us out of a bad situation.
Theoretically.
We're going to have to play with it. Yeah.
So,
Kind of
I
thing
mean,
was
like
thinking.
that's like a dragon is chasing you, or a kraken is chasing you, or something like that type of measures. But like that's what I would, or a leviathan. Like that's what I would do to try and get away from them.
Who the hell would throw a kraken at you?
That would be.
Why would it be like
Eric.
kraken?
Eric would.
Wow.
He threw an aboleth at us. Like nothing is sacred.
I haven't put my shelves up in in the studio yet, but my Kraken Mini is really cool.
How big is that thing?
About like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not completely painted. It's just got the base coat of blue on it, but it actually has the bottom part of a ship that holds the whole Kraken up. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's one of the
Normally
things.
just live in the elemental plane of water, right? Or-
No, they're all over. They're on the material plane too. Yeah,
Are they uncommon or are they?
yeah, very uncommon. They're uncommon. No, they would be classified as rare to very rare. Krakens.
Are they like the boogeymen of the sea in the Forgotten Realms, or are they?
No, not quite like that. Think sea serpent levels.
Or like I would think like roughly equivalent to like dragon or ancient dragon. Like they exist. You don't.
Oh, not even that rare. Not even that rare. Yeah. They're not that rare. They exist. They are this. The Krakens of the Forgotten Realms are usually about the size of a colossal squid, IRL, which are pretty scary and freaky. If you don't know about colossal squid, they've only recently discovered them, and they are.
They're pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, with the hooks that can spin 360. Yeah.
I mean, aren't they like what Krakens were based off of?
That's what people believe
Like,
is,
Used to.
yeah. People believe that the giant squid from 20,000 Leagues was based off of that.
I was totally prepared to march to Kendall Key. Hey, we had conversation about which route to take.
Yeah, and that was an option if you guys wanted to do that. But you guys managed to convince
Hell
Bruce, the were shark, which anyone who's a Finding Nemo fan will now laugh.
Oh,
Bruce.
Wait, he didn't have an Australian accent, Eric. What the hell?
No, I don't do Australian accent well. I've tried before.
Silas
Fair.
will inform the group of the interaction with the hag for the most part. Like he will share all of the information that I got. If asked what I traded in exchange, Silas probably won't elaborate. He will just say that he traded a wild magic surge, which is true and sounds legit. Sounds like something a hag would take. Which I mean, it was something a hag took. Notes I took, I don't know if others want to make sure they got it, are the charity couldn't convince that guy Murat to like really buy in because he thought there was something wrong about her. He thought that there was something suspicious about her. He didn't trust her.
Smelled wrong.
She's huh?
Smelled wrong.
That's his name?
No, Murat. Something about her smelled wrong.
Oh, smelled wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what makes me think it's like a homunculus or a simulacrum or something like that, is because if it was an astral projection or a major image, she wouldn't smell like anything at all. I don't think. But
just a reminder that we also held on to the same the same guy, the same merchant.
True.
He would have mentioned later, as you guys spent more coin there, in a different way. You guys milled wrong in a different way.
Okay. I think it's possible that it's like that. That's what makes me think it's a little bit more like homunculus or simulacrum and a little less major image. But I don't know. I honestly I don't have any of the spells pulled up, and Silas didn't have the education, so I don't know. She wanted, so she did hire Bruce and Damat. Conxa wanted Damat as a slave. I don't know if there's something there that we could follow up on, but it just does indicate that Conxa might be somebody that we could go to for another round of information gathering. To just try and talk to him.
How would we?
I'm gonna try and reach out through the tattoo. I think that's plausible.
That's a very plausible idea.
Yeah. Let's do. Yeah, but I guess at this point we're on the boat. He's dragging it out. Are we gonna take? I mean, are we? I guess it's not long rest time. It's only been like a couple of. No, we were gonna take a long rest.
Evidently long rest time.
Liam took a long rest before, but he only needed 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
up to y'all. You guys want to take your long rest time?
Yeah, I think
I
it's.
would like to do.
We're out on
If
the
we're out in the water,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the time.
He will have dragged you guys back to the river, let you guys go, and would have come up to the side of the ship to get paid.
Anita will pick.
Okay. He will take it.
Very surreptitiously, she's just going to put the coin in a bag and throw it to him and then wink. So he realizes that she does not want him to count it out or mention how much it was.
Okay.
Sounds like a heavy bag.
Oh, it was mostly copper.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we keep a lot of copper.
Interestingly enough, he will disappear from view. And what you don't see is he went to the bottom of the river and counted the coin.
Yeah.
And then will disappear. You won't see him again for a while.
Man, it'd be kind of cool to just have him drag us to Kendall Peak.
Yeah.
That's a long walk for a were shark.
Low price of 2 million gold.
listen, it's first class, like sailing. Come on, business class.
We should add, I think, we should add the hag as a plausible ally in this fight, depending on the timing. We kind of need to follow up on it, but depending on where Echiburu moves, or if we want to do a little bit of fuckery, maybe just encourage the right. To maybe just encourage to maybe try and push things in that direction, so that Echiburu feels that that's a place to go. I mean, not for nothing, Charity knows that we, might know that we got information from people here. So I don't know, but we might be able to make it her problem.
The conversation with her toward the end reminded me a lot of sort of conversation with the Ents, where it's just like, oh, that's not our problem. That problem is outside of the forest. It's like, no, it actually is happening here.
Yeah, unfortunately, without the hobbits to convince them by dragging them deceptively through Isengard and seeing the fires, the Ents were not going to be joining. It's the trick that Merry and Pippin pulled of, instead of going the right way out of the forest, drug them through Isengard that got Treebeard to get involved. So, never discount those two hobbits because they were really thoughtful.
They were. Yeah.
Let's do some, but that's the type of fuckery I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, finding a way to, or just even, like, it doesn't have to be her forest. I don't think it needs to necessarily be on her doorstep per se. If we can show her scrying evidence of other swamps, like okay, we're pretty far from Echiburu. There are 3 hags that live near Echiburu. This is what he just did to their swamps.
Yeah.
They're taken over. They're all undead. They're necrotic. They've been pushed out. Blah blah blah. So it's less like it's more, do you really want to wait until he gets to your doorstep, or is this enough?
There's potential. But you guys aren't sticking around for now. So that's something you guys will have to explore in the future.
Yeah.
We
But-
also, I want to mention to the group what Doug and I and Eric were talking about too, related to. Sorry, I was reading Cass's notes real quick. Related to scrying and stuff, is that we want to get some scrying done. We wanted to see if Knickknack wanted to learn legend lore, which could also be an option. But what we really wanted to do is contact the cleric of the Raven Queen, because it's time to get somebody to scout on Echifuru's area and see where he's at in his progress, and just get a view of it that can be described to us to help with scrying and stuff like that. And we know extremely few people that would be able to survive a scouting trip to Echifuru's place. I think a cleric of a god that's like devoted against the undead, so a cleric of the Raven Queen or a cleric of, I don't know, one of the goody two-shoes ones, would probably be able to pull it off. Thankfully, the cleric of the Raven Queen is more likely to know how to travel in shadow. But I think that we should. Oh, if he's got it prepared, Knickknack did say we could cast Ascending. I don't know that he's got it prepared though. Yeah, Knickknack never. We do. Yeah, I mean, to your point, Liam, we do say these things. He does not have Ascending prepared. He does not have Scrying prepared. He does not. But Greater Restoration. But nonetheless, tomorrow we will see if he can prepare Ascending, so that we can reach out to the Raven Queen.
And remove curse.
Scrying. Yeah, Ascending, remove curse, and Scrying. For the utility wisdom. So that,
Rilo can't really exactly get anything off of this long rest until
right.
and
So
well,
first
I don't really
morning-
lycanthrope.
Yeah, so first thing, well, the lycanthropy can be cured with a greater restoration before we go to that.
No, remove curse.
No,
Yeah,
remove
'cause
curse
it's-
on that one? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, sorry. My bad. Alright, so yeah, so we'll, tomorrow morning he'll have to just prepare curse. We'll ask him to.
We'll have another day before we hit the next town anyway, right?
Yep. You got at least one more day based off of where Bruce left you off of the river. Yep.
Cool. Okay.
And
Now
cool.
we're level 11, right, Eric?
No.
Wow.
Damn it.
No, you guys just left Erebor where you guys just hit level 10.
Listen, near death stuff would make level 11, yes?
Can we click long rest?
Yeah. Everyone except for Rilo. It's fun to say.
Why don't you just stay awake with me, and you and I can just kind of watch the boat while everyone's asleep.
He can rest. The best part is because he can gain no rest from a long rest, go ahead and add one level of exhaustion to your character.
What if Anita uses? I guess it wouldn't make any difference on the exhaustion, but Anita's got the wand of cure wounds.
Oh, you can cure his wounds, no problem. But he's full health, I believe.
Yeah, and Knickknack can. I feel like.
I mean,
it's up to Knickknack, but Knickknack can do lesser restoration or greater restoration for the exhaustion. But
I think
that's
I
after
think
the
it
long
is.
rest. That's out of my hands.
I think Rilo's going to be okay
Yeah.
until morning.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
So saying in the morning he can fix it.
He's at 112 hit points. Yeah, the exhaustion sucks, but he'll live with it.
Must be nice having 112 hit points.
Yeah, just don't go whittling. I mean, you never know. You might, cut your thumb. All right, guys. That's where we're going to call it for tonight. We will pick this up next week as Chase will be back and he can go ahead and make knick-knack decisions himself. I will be sending him the recording. So, hi, Chase. Hope you had fun.
I really hope you remove curse both of us, please. Thank you.
But yeah, guys, you guys figured out a way to get out of the hand of the swamp.
Damon, we got that bag. I wonder if Charity will stick her hand back in that bag.
The bag of charity.
If we could get her to stick her hand back in that bag.
Yeah, but
There's-
she. Go ahead.
Well, okay, for scrying,
Yeah,
it helps if you have a body part, lock of hair, bit of or just blood. If there's a way we could stick her through the bag, but
but if she was scrying on Liam already, then and she
yeah,
saw
probably
it
she's not gonna
outside.
mess with
Yeah, so now she's like, okay, well, they've got the bag. Why else would there have been a drift globe in the bag that I was expecting to see Consta Junior in?
it. No, but we could send her messages. This could be at least a way to communicate with her. We could put a note in the bag and just close the bag and leave the note. She would
Yeah.
open up the note.
See, here's the thing though. If we can put dangerous shit in the then you're saying that she can't either.
And so can she, yeah.
Just as a thought.
But we could put a note in there that just says, you're dead, yes, no.
Did you see Silas check yes or no?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Greater or lesser than 1 million.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and there.